Orewa Monkey D. Luffy?
Thank you.
What? I don't I don't get the joke.
You just got clipped.
Oh.
Flos. I believe that you've been given a task by your associate, Atreus. Once of the Yellow Jackets, a man who runs a derelict bar, who's been keeping eyes on you, who wanted you to look into this amulet and wanted you to find Nico of the Valhaven Occult Society and have him take a look at it, and things got a little bit more complicated from there. But he sought you out, and he wanted you to help one of his friends, who finds themselves in a casino at an N.B.O shootout. You were given an address, and you've been walking that way through the streets of Valhaven, a street lined with fog and constant rain, walking down these dirty cobble streets, passers-by going to and fro, an occasional car passing, as well as a horse and buggy here and there. How are you enjoying your time in the city, Lost?
Well, how long has it been since I got in the city? Because it took me a while to get out of the cave now.
Yeah, the sewer, like, it maybe took, like, 30 minutes to an hour to get out. And then you find yourself, like, in the city. I think you've been headed that direction for maybe, like, 10, 15 minutes.
Well, I guess Floss isn't really concerned with enjoying the city. I know this is kind of like a actually answer. Like, I'm not enjoying the city. I don't want to do character roleplay. That's not what I'm trying to do.
Fuck you, I hate this place.
Right? No, she's just very set on this objective, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
Not because she likes Atreus or anything, but because is it Nico that's caught in the shootout, or
No, you actually weren't given the name of the individual who's caught up in this shootout, just that, like, this was somebody who's a friend of Atreus's, that he wants you to save and then bring them back to his bar.
Oh, I remember why Floss was so determined to do it. I forgot for a second because it's been like a week.
Yeah.
I remember why Floss wanted to do this.
And why is that, perhaps?
You'll see. But she's making her way there, and she's not paying mind to most things. I mean, if there's something that's extremely interesting, she'll stop. But, like, she wanted to do something when she got there.
I think as you walk through Valhaven, a couple things kind of catch your eye. And I think it's something, like, in your limited time in the city you've seen, but, like, even now, it still sticks out to you. Occasionally, you'll pass alleyways that are just overcrowded with people, the sick and the needy begging for coin, and people who are more prim and proper just walking by and ignoring them for the most part. I think even sometimes you see people, like, snatch their bag a little closer as they walk past these sick and dying people. I think at one point you even see, like, an N.B.O guard walking with his buddies, and one of them spits in the general direction of one of these alleyways. It's clear that there is a pretty serious class divide in this city, and that comes to your attention, I think. I mean, pretty early on in your time here.
Floss gains 2 Joe Rogan points.
Okay. Eventually, you make it to this address. And as you approach, this is a hole-in-the-wall spot. There are 2 buildings to the left and right. One of them, a more notable tavern. More like a pub, less like a tavern. Definitely more like a pub. It's a bar. And it's named the Horned Rhinoceros. And
I don't know between a pub and a tavern.
don't worry about it.
Okay.
No, okay. So then, like, to the left is where this building is. It is, honestly, for being a casino, a pretty small building, about the size of a small house.
I'm sorry, there's a casino?
Yes.
I think Flos stop for a minute.
That's where you're meant to be headed.
Oh, in the casino? Oh,
yes.
Okay.
To the left of the casino, there's like it's a 2-story home, like a manor, and its walls are kind of gated off. You can see out from the cobbled streets a fork that would like head towards where horses and buggies might be parked for this casino. There are 3 cars, being of like the Model T variety that N.B.O cars are, as of like cars and models that come from a Desdrin, are often just black Model T Fords, essentially. You can see no officers or N.B.O soldiers or guards outside. However, you can see the 3 vehicles parked out front. The front door of this casino just wide open.
Do I hear any gunshots at all?
Can you roll perception for me?
Sure. Where are my dice? Oh, here we go. Okay, let's get the black die that always fails me. Or no, it's the green one that always fails me. Cause the Doom. That's the floss. That's the floss dice that I used. This one, this black and lime one, and it rolls really bad in this campaign specifically. Perception. Okay, that's not great. Hey, thank you, advantage. That's a 23.
23. With a 23, you can hear muffled pop, pop, crack.
Does it seem like it's coming from inside the casino?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's surprising that it's muffled, despite how small this building is and the door being wide open. But I guess Floss, she doesn't just stroll inside, but like she goes, you know what I mean? Like she doesn't just like waltz her way in there like a saloon, but she heads in.
Okay.
Alert.
I will direct your attention to the scene casino.
Oh, and they got me.
There are actually 2 front doors here that loop around a small hallway. As you walk down, you can see portraits and photos of winners, people holding piles of money. There's little captions saying, "This could be you!" Just blatant propaganda for this place. There is a door to the left and a door to the right at the entrance. There is a sign on this initial wall here that has a list of rules that you must be 21 and older, that you can't take drinks outside of the casino, that any winnings you have to like check in with your chips. You can't just leave with your chips. It's a handful of rules and regulations. The floors here are carpeted with this deep red velvet. This place smells of incense and aromatics. There's something so romantic about this atmosphere. I mean, if you were just coming here to not shoot up the place, you might even enjoy it.
Does the rules and regulations board have an odds section at all for any of the, like, well, okay, I guess, actually, okay, ignore that question, because I don't know if there's machines here, or if it's just people who deal cards, because I don't know what kind of, because, again, the time period is very
there are
obscure.
no slot machines here.
Okay. Because we have cars, so I mean, I
We do
wasn't
have
aware.
cars. This casino
No
specifically doesn't have slots.
Okay, that's fine. That's okay. That
Though
was
if
my
you
question.
went to another casino, maybe there's slots, just not
Okay,
here.
well, I'm not going out of my way in a session mid-session to go to a casino, unless this place really, really piques my interest. I mean, it's
Let's go
already piqued. Like,
gambling.
if there were slot machines here, I would be playing. So are these both doors, or is it just this one?
There are two doors. Yes, there's a door to the left and a door to the right. They're both made of steel.
Is this one unlocked?
Do you go to open this door?
I try.
It is unlocked. You can open it if you so desire.
Yeah, sure.
In front of you, you seem to find a small guard's barracks. There is a single N.B.O officer, kind of like picking up some of the spears here, and he's playing with it, like mockingly, as if he's hitting something. Yeah, pick that. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Does he notice me?
He has not noticed you yet. Okay, hell yeah, you back out of the room.
Okay.
As you open this door and begin to head forward, it opens out into a main room here. It's in this main room where you can see a large grand piano, a roulette table. You know what? I think these are slot machines.
No, those look like bingo.
I'm not
Those are bingo.
entirely
Those are
sure
bingo.
what that is. Those are bingo? Okay.
It's bingo balls.
Those are bingo balls. There's a large assortment of gambling tables here, with some having gold out in the open, especially here and over here. You can see a small bar. You can see there are 5 N.B.O officers all taking cover behind these various objects. Some of them having rifles, and one guy closer up has a shotgun. As you round the corner, the guy over here by the roulette table takes his rifle, kind of leans it up against the roulette table and fires a shot towards the bar over here. The pang of the gunshot echoing throughout the entire room. They have not noticed. Sorry?
Or do I know this person exists, or just Floss rather? No, can she see them or?
Because they're like ducked over and hiding and undercover, I don't think you can see them. But you
they
can
shot in that
see
direction.
the guards all pointing their guns in this direction and firing occasionally. I think that guy's shot misses and like hits a beer bottle that explodes.
So this is the N.B.O shootout we were talking about.
This is the N.B.O shootout we were talking about.
It seems more like a hate crime, if anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to startle them and get shot. The only ways to progress are like here and here.
Oh, I should tell you. Okay, so there's a door here, a door here, a door here. There's a door here, a door here. There's a door here.
Is there any door that I could get to without having to roll or do anything to like get past the N.B.O guard? Like, is there any door in my
saw a
arm's
door
reach?
in the guards barrack, but you would have to get past that guy.
You know what? Yeah, I think
You
I'm
can
gonna
take
do
your
that.
odds with one guy over 5.
Yeah, especially if I'm gonna have to go kill these guys
Yeah.
later.
As you walk back through that door, you hear more gunshots.
Jesus Christ. I'm trying. Hold on. Me and Floss are thinking. Hold on.
Me and Floss are thinking.
Yeah. Hold
Both
on.
of
Let
us.
me. Wait. Hold on. I have.
Oh shit, Lucas is here. Hey.
Scroll.
We're in a scene in tabletop, Lucas, if you want to come watch it.
Nah. Okay. Hold on. Once per day. I would
you gonna
like
pull some shit?
Okay. Yeah. Hold on. So I open the door.
You open the door. You see, instead of holding the spear, he's picked up the shield and he's like doing fake bashes in the air.
Okay. With the see-through use, May I cast Detect Thoughts on this guy?
You go to pry into this guy's mind. Unfortunately, the
Oh fuck! I
black
forgot. I
Anarok
forgot.
armor blocks
Damn
the
it.
psychic ability. You see like waves
Is
around
that
his head
used
bouncing
once
off.
per day, or is that
You
like is
use
that
the
the
ability
use?
once per day. I think if you use
Okay.
it on an N.B.O guy, like the ability's not used because it wasn't
Oh, okay,
used.
okay. So I still have it. It's just
Yeah.
okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fair. Okay. Well,
Can I
there goes.
actually? I have to ask you to roll stealth.
Yeah,
Please.
sure. What is my stealth? Should be that bad. Yeah, +2. That's fine.
Tristan or
18.
yeah, Tristan, could you stream the thing for Lucas to see?
Yeah.
Thank you. 18. He doesn't notice you. Surprisingly, he doesn't notice you.
He might just be dumb.
He might. I mean, he is playing with like guard equipment and not
Yeah.
actively participating in the shootout.
Okay, I think I walk in a little bit more, and then I like very clearly like clear my throat as if to get his attention.
He turns, the shield drops, and he goes, "Hey, you're not supposed to be in here." And he begins like walking forward towards you.
Do you know where the bathroom is at?
What bathroom? Ma'am,
Yeah.
this is an active N.B.O investigation. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Oh, I was staying here for then I'm an active gambler. I was just heading out for the day, but
I mean,
I
if you need to
suppose-
take a piss, you can take one in the alleyway. But there's been some stuff going on we had to look into. So I'm gonna have to ask you to leave, ma'am.
why didn't it be like that?
You hear
He's
more
not gonna-
loud gunshots echoing.
He's not gonna follow me out, is he?
No, he's not following you.
Okay. Okay. Well, now I've been asked to leave, which I'm not doing, so I can't. All right. Well, it's time to look. Floss pulls out the Book of Undeath.
Holy shit, real?
She's gonna start flipping through it for spells, which means I'm gonna go into my D&D spell app and start looking at necromancy.
Now
'Cause
remember, you're allowed to use any spell up to your spellcasting level using the Book of Undeath.
Okay, so I don't know what my spellcasting level is.
Let me refer to the spellcasting rules on the Reliance Master reference.
Let me do this.
What level are you? Like, what's your...
I'm a
your
level
class?
4 thaumaturgist.
Okay.
Quester isn't a spellcasting level, so I don't know if 6.
So, no, it'll be what you're, like, of your class. It
Okay.
looks like you can cast level 2 spells, is where you're at.
Oh. So wait, where do you see this at?
It's in the spellcasting rules on the Master Beta.
I'm on the. Every single time I hear the name of the goddamn document, I cannot take it seriously.
Because you're the Master Beta?
Yeah.
Here you go. I sent it in the chat.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Level 4. Yeah, cantrips level 1. Okay.
Which isn't bad, I don't think. I mean,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
might
No.
have heard that
That's
a little
good.
bit.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
I'm just trying to think, like, they are wearing Anarok armor. So you could affect the environment, you can affect yourself, you just can't affect
You know,
them
I didn't.
directly.
I completely forgot about that until you just said it again. So
Really? Damn.
I already forgot about that.
That's funny. I wonder what the stream looks like from Tristan's POV. Damn, it really just, like, blacks out the fog of war, huh?
Okay, so, wait, what do you mean? What blacks out the fog of war?
I didn't realize it looked like that. Like, it just doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the fog of war like lit? Like on your
On the
side?
DM side, it looks kind of, like, vaguely see-through.
Oh yeah, no. On our side, it's like a giant black fuck off square.
Big fucking JPEG.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, so I didn't find a spell like this, but I want to ask. So like, let's say there's a spell that like creates a magical darkness, like a fog of sorts. would they be able to see through that, or like how does the
I don't think
non-magic
they would.
work?
I think it's like if
It
there's
protects them from being. I think it protects them from being a target of a spell.
yeah, like it affects them from being targeted. Like if it's an effect that changes the environment, I don't think there's much they can do about it. Like
But
if
what
you had a
happens if
spell,
I spawn? Like if I
Okay.
spawn a fire tornado, what happens?
if you spawn a fire tornado, the fire doesn't affect them, but it'll still affect the room, right? But
Okay.
if you turn the floor into like water, they'll still fall into the water.
Okay.
Like if it's a damage or
So
effect
they're not.
that
It's not just being a target; it is also
Yeah.
magical damage.
like
but
it protects them from damage and effects that have to be targeted, but you can still warp reality, if that makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense. There is not a lot of level 2 and down necromancy spells. A lot of them are higher than that, which is not surprising at all. But huh, this kind of blows.
You hear more loud gunshots panging, exploding bottles. I think maybe with this time having passed, they're beginning to move closer
I see.
because, you know, urgency
Right.
and all that. He's just fucking chilling because he's a loser.
I'm sorry. I'm looking
You're
at
looking
my
at
spells.
epic magic.
Yeah. All of these are target based,
Yeah.
except for that one. But that one. Okay, so let me read this out to you and tell
Okay.
me, yeah, like, yeah or no. Okay. I invoke both death and life upon a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point within range. Each creature of your choice in that area must make a Constitution saving throw, take 2d6 necrotic damage, and it affects the environment in the sense of non-magical vegetation in that area with it.
I don't
But,
think
like-
that would work. Because that's just
Okay,
like,
that makes
it-
sense. That makes sense. I was
flavor-wise, it
trying to be
just
cheeky with that
deals
one.
magic damage. Like if it was like skeletal hands reach from the ground and grab your enemies. Like okay,
It's just
it
like
was
an
a spell
aura.
that caused that to happen, but those are real
But it's
fucking skeletons
a
grabbing
spell.
them.
There needs to be a middleman, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
A non-magical middleman.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
I get it.
Like the armor cannot be directly affected by magic itself, but if
Dude,
magic
Tori would
creates
be
something,
so mad if she heard us talking about this shit because
I
she'd be like,
know.
"Oh, this time I could have just written a spell that was like, I have evil skeleton spawn."
yes, well, yes, that's the fantasy of being a necromancer.
Is that you get to
Have a skeleton army.
be cheeky about Anarok. Yeah, the book. I shut the book. The book is useless currently, right now, as of this.
Atticus Locksley makes a depressed face.
In this current moment, the
In
book
this-
is
he's
serves
like-
no purpose.
God damn it.
I could always have a 1 in 4 chance of awakening my stand and a 3 in 4 chance of killing myself with the amulet. There's always that. Speak with dead, contagion, a bite, false life. None of those are gonna actually. Does contagion just spawn bugs?
That does sound right.
Your touch inflicts disease.
Oh.
Does that count as magic?
Well, yes.
Well, disease is if I touch someone and I magically cause them to get AIDS, I don't think the AIDS
If
are
I
magic.
magically give myself AIDS, and then what are you gonna do? Because touching them's not gonna do it.
Okay, I don't know. Let's scoop past that one. This is hard. I can't just shoot the guys. Let me check my inventory. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me, man. When Atticus was talking to me, did he sound pretty urgent?
When Atticus?
Like, not Atticus, the other guy
Atreus.
that I don't get, Atreus. Why did you make their names so similar? This is
I don't
really
know.
confusing.
Would it be better to
I'm
just
gonna-
call Atticus Locksley?
No, I'm just gonna call him. I'm gonna call Atreus Trey,
Okay. I hate that. But
like
go ahead.
like Matt and Trey.
Fuck off. The guards move closer.
Oh, fuck you, Matt and Trey. I forget who. I know Key and Peele. I don't,
Matt and Trey are South Park.
they're South Park. Yeah.
Yeah. You hear more and more gunshots.
Oh my god. Um. Shit. Hold on. One more second. I'm gonna. One reach.
Floss is really
God
like, what the
damn.
fuck am I supposed to do?
Exactly. I don't know what I was supposed to do.
You hear a relatively loud explosion sound and like muffled ringing. You see, hold on, I gotta put the combat music on because shit's popping off now. As if it was not popping off before.
Wait, I have the perfect idea. Okay, okay. I might be too late but I finally cooked what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. As you enter back in this room, you see the N.B.O guards are covering their eyes with their arms, and a couple of them like step back. There's a small like tough puff of smoke from here in the room. Holy fuck, that is so loud.
Let me make sure I can cast this on myself. I don't know if I'm able to.
You also see from at the bar, there is this woman who has 2 revolvers in hand, and she's opening fire on the N.B.O guards. She is a...
Do I have to enter myself in the initiative or what?
Yeah, we'll do that here in a moment. She's an elven woman with dark raven black hair. She's wearing like this leather jacket with like wolf fur on the edges of it. Underneath, she has this white button up and a gold trimmed shirt and a necklace containing a moon. And she has these 2 like gold revolvers that she's shooting at the N.B.O.
Right.
Let me go ahead and do initiative, and then I'll let you go ahead and do your thing since like combat's actively happening, and we'll just say you're going first in this round.
Okay. Let's say I'm on this square. Wait. Okay, so speaking is a free action, right? And moving is to cost movement speed.
Yes.
So I would like... They're all pretty much focused. So let me... That's 30. Or... We'll move 20. We'll move 20 here. I'm gonna use my action, but it's not the end of my turn. Okay. So I'm going to use the Finch Ward. I believe that's what it is. Yeah, the Finch Ward. That's the little keychain on my book on Undeath, because Gary has it on his site, so I have it on my book naturally. I am going to once per day is not the weapon. Okay. I'm going to cast False Life on myself.
Hell yeah. From the Finch Ward, this green necrotic energy comes floating out towards yourself. You feel stronger.
It is 1d4 plus 4 temp HP.
Did you roll initiative? I'm sorry.
I did not. You told me to go first.
Okay.
Unless you want me to roll initiative.
Roll initiative
now. Okay. Initiative is 18. Wow, I am eyeballing today, except for the times where I had an advantage the first roll, so I was really shit.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that's the nice...
I am loving how every fucking session we're getting a new NPC. Like a new important NPC.
God bless America. Or
God bless
Valhaven,
Reliance.
God bless Reliance. When the Reliance is the world.
God bless the world.
I guess. I don't know. Okay, I get... What the fuck? What? Oh, it's the bottom part of the dice. This is a weird d4. So that's 2. 2 plus 4 is 6. I have 6 temp HP. That's not my turn, though.
Okay.
I'm out of actions. I'm going to use free action. Hold on. Let me give myself the temp LP plus 6. I am going to start jumping and frantically waving my arms and saying, "Guards over here! Guardy guards! Look at me!"
All of the N.B.O soldiers turn to look. One of them goes, "Who the hell are you?"
And now they're all looking at me, so hopefully that
Yep.
caused enough of a distraction to help
Fuck yeah.
Sophia over here. Oh, that's my turn.
Now roll initiative.
Oh, it didn't put me. Oh, I already rolled it. I told you.
All right. This N.B.O soldier's going to go. He looks at you, and he goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He barely can't even reach you. He's holding out a free open hand, the one that's not holding his rifle. And he says, "Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. This is an active crime scene."
Okay, well, I can't really move until my next turn. So technically speaking, I'm like disobeying his orders.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say anything.
That's his
yet,
action. This woman leans her head over the bar, and she sees you, and she locks eyes with you, and then gives you a big smile. You see she begins firing her 2 golden guns. The first one is going to hit this guy here. That's a hit. You see a bullet instantly domes the guy's head, and he dies on impact.
Which? Oh my god.
For her second attack, with the left gun, she makes a shot at this guy here, and it pangs off of his shoulder. It is this guy's turn. He, too, is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Approaching you. He's like, "All right, ma'am, let's go. Come on." And that's all he does on his turn. That guy is no longer an initiative
so
because he died horrifically. This guy is going to run over here, and he's going to take a pot shot at her. He misses completely. He pulls out like a handgun and fires, busting a bottle of wine that's in the way. It shatters all over the place. The woman like covers her eye from the shattered glass.
Right. Oh, you changed smashing CB finally.
Yeah, we did change that, didn't we? This guard
Yeah.
goes 5, 10, hides underneath this table, takes a pot shot her way, rolling with disadvantage here. He manages to hit her, actually. You see he takes his rifle, slumps it over the table, leans down, aiming, fires. It goes flying, hits this woman in the shoulder, just kind of grazing her. And she winces in pain. Flos, it is now your turn.
Okay, so as these guys are trying to help me, for flavor reasons, Austin, so I'm going to be smashing CB. That's what I'm going to use for my turn.
Hell yeah.
Instead of firing a crossbow bolt to like take a piece of armor off, because I feel like that's kind of like, can I, what is it called, like a pistol whip with the crossbow? Like, for flavor reasons, I'm still going to use a bolt. I'm still going to do the damage that a bolt would do. For flavor reasons. I want to try for flavor reasons. I want to try and pistol whip one of these guys. Wait, hold on. No. There's another question I needed to ask. How much armor do they have to have off? And because I remember we were able to take off Anorak chest plates to cast healing spells.
Yeah, if it goes down to 10, I think that's when like it doesn't have effect anymore.
Well, do I know how much CB they have?
No, you don't.
Well, okay. So taking off their helmet, I still wouldn't be able to target them with spells?
Taking off
Possibly?
their helmet, you wouldn't be able to. You would essentially have to strip the armor down to like its basic components. I like to think that like the Anorak parts of it are like large chunks of armor that make up most of it. It's like a plate carrier, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. But the chest plate is fair game.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see what I can do. I'm gonna like. I guess you could consider it a pistol whip, but it's more of like a body slam using like the brunt of the crossbow as opposed to like my arm or something into his chest.
This guy here?
This guy.
Okay.
Let me transform.
You're kind of just shoving him with your crossbow.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, we can flavor
like
it
riot
that. That's
shielding him. Let me. How many bolts do I have left anyway? I need to buy more. I have 6. I'll be fine. Okay, so I have to roll to hit first, and I'm going for a CB. Not him. I still have to roll to hit for that.
You have to break above the CB number, I believe.
That's how all attacks work.
Like,
but yeah.
if you roll to hit and you roll 18 and their CB is 18, it still hits. But in order to break CB, it has to be 19 or higher, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. So Yeah. That's a nat 20. Jesus Christ.
Yes, a nat
I
20
swear I'm
is
not
going to
fudging my
break.
rolls. I think all my
Um,
luck is just coming back now
You're
after the
using
last 3
your
sessions of shit.
crossbow. I believe that that's a certain percentage based upon the weapon you're using, right?
Yes, it is. Well, no, actually, it's
We changed it.
all smashing
We
CB.
changed it.
Yeah, it's 1d8% of the damage dealt.
Okay. So go ahead and roll that d8 to determine the percent.
Well,
and
I
then-
gotta roll the damage first,
Okay,
and then
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
roll
yeah.
the And I also so the
Complicated.
first dice is maxed out, and then I just have to roll 1d12
And then you'll
because
double
the
the
other
outcome.
one's 12, and then I'll double it. Right, this is gonna be awesome, dude. Okay, that's a 10, so that's 22. Times 2 is wait, no, is that 22? 12 plus 10. Yeah, that's 22.
So that's
So 22.
44.
That's 44. But
And
then I need to roll the d8. 6. So 6% of 44.
44.
Let me. 6% of 44 is
2.64.
So 3 minus 3 CB.
Minus
as
3
I
CB.
absolutely like rank this guy.
Okay. I'm just gonna mark. That way I know that his CB has been lowered. Okay. You shove your crossbow into him, and you see some of his plate wasn't secured on enough, and it just falls to the ground, and he looks down at it in shock, and then back up at you.
Would you be able to tell me once it hits 10, or do I just have to be the knower?
I'll tell you once it hits 10.
Okay, but it hasn't yet.
It hasn't yet.
God, and that was like a crit and a really good hit. That was only
that was a really good roll.
Smashing CB might actually be because it used to be broken, but nobody used it, and now nobody uses it, and it got nerfed. I'm gonna cry.
Is that your turn?
I don't think I have any perks on Flos. Oh shit, I forgot. I actually have spells.
Perk 40.
But I don't perk 40. Yeah, no, that's my turn.
Okay. The N.B.O soldier over here sees you having shoved his buddy. He approaches you and he grabs your shoulder, turns you around. He takes his gauntleted fist and he goes to punch you in the face. There's a 13 hit.
It would hit, but I'd like to cast shield as a reaction.
I
don't know. Does that? Hold on. So, an invisible barrier of magical force appears and protects you. Until the start of your next turn, you have a +5 bonus to AC, including against the triggering attack, and you take no damage from magic missile.
Maybe it goes through it. I think because the armor is resistant to magic.
So
goes
question.
The spell.
Let's say that I have full plate Anarok, heavy plate Anarok.
Yeah.
Can I walk through a wall of force?
Yeah.
That's really stupid.
I think historically that's probably how they took Sunwitch. Those were healers and abjuration casters for the most part. And I'd like to imagine their invasion of Sunwitch being dozens of healers putting up walls of force to keep them from crossing the border, and them just walking through. And
okay, so for flavor reasons, I try and cast it, but I'm not wasting any MP.
Don't waste MP.
Yeah.
But for flavor, you put up the shield, and his gauntleted fist just passes through it and punches you in the mouth. You take
Jesus
1 point of
Christ.
damage.
Oh. He tickles me on the face a little bit.
You take it.
Okay, well, I still have 5 temp HP, so I think I'll be fine for it now.
You see the woman at the bar sees you helping. She takes the golden pistol in her right hand and outstretches her arm towards the guard who just punched you, pulls the trigger. That's enough. You see a bullet with this golden trail goes flying, hits this guy in the head, and kills him on impact.
Hell yeah.
For her second attack, she aims at this guy here. Misses. The bullet just pangs into his knee, dealing no damage. It is this guy's turn here next to you. He sees his buddy die, and he actually backs up from you a little afraid. He draws a submachine gun from his side and begins to aim it in your direction. He's going to get 3 attacks with this. It's a miss. It's a miss. It's definitely a miss. I mean, there's a 2, 3, and a 1 hit.
You know what? No.
These 3 like volleys of fire. Boom, 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 boom.
Wait, can I tell you how I imagine?
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
so he sees his buddy get absolutely murked. He's like backing up in fear, and as he pulls out his gun, and then he just pulls trigger, and like the recoil goes everywhere, and it sprays everywhere.
Hell yeah. He's getting knocked back. I think his back's up against the piano. It's peppering the wall behind you with bullets. This dude is like scared shitless. This guy over here turns to see the situation. He moves closer, making his way towards the bar. You see he tries to fire through that wine rack. He's firing at disadvantage here. That's also a miss. He fires, breaks another bottle of wine, covering the floor in more alcohol. This guy here is going to fire at the woman at the bar as well. It's another miss. All right, Flos, you're back up.
If only I had fucking, what's his name? The kobold guy that was a sheep that had the ram attack. That was like actually pretty good.
Clawbore?
Yeah. If only I had Clawbore's ram attack right now to break this guy's
If only
CP.
Clawbore was in the Doom timeline.
And also was still a sheep. Well, I mean, he would be because he was in the Doom timeline.
Who knows what fucking happened to him in this world?
Dead in Miami.
He's actually peak for him. I mean, he like conquered a nation or some shit, probably.
he just owns the Infernal Empire.
Yeah, that's right. No, what do you do?
Or
Flos?
I meant the Scorched Republic. The Scorched Republic.
I know what you meant.
What the hell do I do? That's a good question.
I will say, there's a dead guy next to you holding a rifle.
This is Floss's fate. Like you have the 2 strings. You have the black string for the Doom timeline and the green string for the Prime timeline, and they intertwine every once in a while. And Floss meeting gun is like the one. It's the canon event for all Floss.
All Flosses believe in the Second Amendment.
This is so. What kind of gun is this?
Just a simple N.B.O. issued rifle. Deals a D12
It's a
damage.
rifle. It's a rifle. Okay. I think Floss picks up this rifle like it's like a paper bag on the ground.
Yeah.
Just looks at it for a second and tries to shoot this guy. I don't know if I get this. I wouldn't get disadvantage, but
no,
I
you
don't
don't
have
get-
a very
you don't
high
get
firearms.
Yeah, just
I have a
roll,
plus
roll to
2.
hit with firearms, and you've already lowered his CB, so better chance for you.
Holy shit, dude! Does a 21 hit?
Tell me, Floss, have you ever fired a gun before?
Unless. Okay, I think I did in the prison breakout. I think that was the first time
Yeah.
she'd ever fired a gun. Was in the prison breakout, and I think it wasn't very successful, but I think she did hit someone. I think.
You raise the rifle to this guy. He holds out a hand and he says, "Now listen, let's not be." And then you fire. The bullet pierces into him. Roll 1d12 damage.
Where are my d12s? What in the hell? Where are my d12? Oh, there's one. That's ugly ass d12, but hopefully it'll. 7.
A 7. You shoot him in his side, piercing some of his armor, and he looks like bloodied and worse for wear. He doesn't say anything.
Wait. Am I okay? Am I allowed to go back and use that to smash CB or no? Is it already done?
It's already done, I believe.
Okay, that's fine.
I think it's one of those things where like you have to declare it when you attack.
Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't thinking. I was too
You're
excited
okay.
to use the gun.
No, me too. All right, it is this lady's turn, I believe. She once again fires twice. Seeing the guy approaching, she rolls a nat 20 on this fucking guy. Yeah, it's more than enough. She reaches out her arm, like closes an eye, fires through the wine rack, misting this guy's head. She's going to take her second shot towards that guy with disadvantage. She doesn't hit him. She fires at this guy behind the table, and nothing comes of it. It is the guy you've been kicking his ass. It's his turn. He is going to attack with that same submachine gun 3 more times. Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And I can't use shield unless.
Does
Well, okay. Hold on. Okay, wait. So this guy that was trying to hit me,
Wait,
was he hitting? He was.
you can
How
use
was he
shield on
attacking
this because that guy was just using his armor to hit you, and the armor is what
Oh,
had the
okay.
anti-magic properties. Like he was using
So I
his
can
gauntleted
use
fist.
shield.
You can
Okay,
use
right,
shield
right.
on bullets.
Okay, I use shield on. Wait, you said what was it? The roll
14.
or 14? Yeah, I can use shield.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I counteract with shield. I have 15 CB until my next turn. So basically, any time that I get attacked, which is going to be probably just this guy.
Yeah,
but...
I have to roll a second attack. That's a 4. That's a miss. Does a 19 hit? With your shield up.
Yeah.
Okay. So only 1 damage goes through. He begins peppering your direction again. Do, 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 do. You hold up shield. Boom. This light blue wave of energy in front of you. It blocks the first barrage of bullets, but one, I think, maybe like skims your cheek and just kind of gives you like a cut.
I see.
It is this guy's turn. He goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Out in the open, rushing the bar. You see he draws a revolver from his hip, fires, misses completely, shooting more alcohol behind this woman. I think he shoots a cork directly, and it just goes spewing out. Floss, it is back to you.
Okay. As much as the gun is fun, it is not better than my crossbow, so I'm gonna, like, drop it, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and shoot him with my crossbow, specifically to smash his CB. I'm declaring that now.
Okay.
Let me try and hit this guy. Does a 24 to hit?
A 24 does indeed hit.
Okay. So let me roll damage. Wow, that's pitiful. Jesus H. Okay, well that's 4, but let me roll the percentile dice.
It's gonna be like 0.3 some shit.
6% of 4 is...
Let's just call that 1, yeah?
It would be 0.24, so is that 0 or 1?
We're calling that 1. You'll always run up. I think when you do that, it's always a minimum of 1. We can go on and change the rule, so it is always at least a minimum of 1.
Okay, but for sakes right now, it's 1.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. You fire this crossbow bolt. I think it maybe takes his helmet off, and the helmet gets stuck in the piano behind him. You see this guy's face. This is an orc guy. He's maybe in his early 20s. His eyes are wide. You can see the whites of his eyes. He looks pissed scared.
Okay, so he's not at 10 yet.
No, he's not.
Okay. Hold on. I'm questioning my morality really quick. Give me a second.
Okay. Do that.
Okay, Floss is going to use free action just to say, leave now. That's it. That's all.
He looks to the door. It almost looks like he probably will leave. It is the lady's turn. She leans over the bar once more and fires both shots at this guy who's running at her. It's a miss. And that's also a miss. She fires 2 shots. Pang! Pang! Totally missing this guy. This guy here that you just told to leave, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, begins running for the door. Like picking up his helmet and just running away. This guy here is going to go 5. He's going to climb on top of the bar, and he holds out a gun to the lady's head. Rolling with advantage. How the fuck do you manage? How do you manage a 2 and a 3 at this fucking distance?
You know,
see...
you could flavor it as she. Oh, my bad.
I got it. I got this. He like holds a pistol to her head, and she grabs it and is like trying to push it out of the way. It fires once, twice. It is back to you, Flos.
All right. I'm gonna have a conversation with you about what I just did about this guy later. It's gonna be a very fun conversation. 30 as I vault over the fucking bingo ball, probably accidentally knocking my knee to it and spraying the bingo balls everywhere.
Yeah, they
as
go
I head,
spilling, tripling across the entire casino.
As I stand on top of this like luncheon table and try and fire a crossbow bolt at that guy.
Hell yeah, roll to hit for me.
That will be a. Wow, does a 16 hit?
16 does hit, I believe.
Wow, it's beautiful. All right, let me get my 2d12 then. 7.
7 damage.
Yeah.
This guy gets shot in the back. He is wounded. He turns to look at you, dropping the pistol from like the little confrontation he was having, and he raises the pistol to you. It's not his turn, but he's like preparing to respond. As he turns, you see this woman goes to grapple him and drag him down. He's gonna roll contesting brawn checks. She manages to pull him over to the bar. This guy, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, officially just running. Shit. The guy at the bar is going to strangle her with his fists. This guy's a fucking loser. Okay, that's better. He lands a good punch in on her face. You can't see it because they're kind of like sprawling on the ground now, but you hear a violent like crunch. It is back to your turn, Flos.
Now it's actually time for me to look at my spells. Let's see. I have some more that aren't from the book that I cannot use. You know, none of these would help, really. Yeah, I mean, I think she's got this in the bag. I guess I just passed my turn.
Okay. You can't really see what's going on. She's gonna shoot this guy twice. That's more than enough. Yeah, you hear a loud gunshot, and the struggling ceases. Combat is over.
Hooray!
Leaves by random orc man. Okay.
I'd like to comment, I like the way this food is drawn.
Oh yeah. She vaults back over the bar, and she looks at you. She holsters both of her golden pistols, and she holds out a hand to shake yours.
I think I walk forward and shake it.
She gives you a smile, and she says, "Name's Sophie. Pleasure to meet you."
Floss, Trey sent me here.
As you say that name, her smile drops.
Oh, God.
What do you mean, Atreus sent you?
He said that one of his buddies, he didn't name who, so I'm assuming it's you, probably, was caught in an N.B.O shootout, and I have personal gripes with the N.B.O, and I'm helping him, so I didn't really see a problem coming here and, you know.
Why don't you have a quick seat, real quick, and we can share a drink here. And you see she like grabs a random thing of brandy and starts pouring a drink for you and her. She slides it down your way. She takes a hefty swig of it.
I think Floss sips on it a little bit, not too heavy. It's not that she can't. She can tolerate like shit tasting alcohol. She's just a light drinker in general.
Why don't you? Sorry, go ahead.
She was gonna ask, do you work here? Is this your tavern, bar, pub?
Oh
Or
no, absolutely not. I was just stopping in for a quick game and a drink, and that's when they showed up. Something about a search warrant. I assume they're here for me.
why would they be here for you?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? That's why you're here. I used to run with Atreus back in the day, back in the Yellow Jackets.
I guess there's like an uncomfortable silence that fills the air.
Why are you working for him? I thought he was out of the game.
Something about. I mean, he seems like a pretty feeble old man. I mean, not weak by any means, but he's definitely out of the game, if you catch what I mean. But I mean, he has me running errands for him. Something about Valhaven Occult Society, something about this Nico fella. Ring a bell.
She takes a swig. N.B.O, Valhaven Occult Society. I think I've seen that guy around, occasionally. We used to actually smuggle magic items for them. I mean, that was our whole gig, the Yellow Jackets. Most of the jobs we did was smuggling. I remember doing a couple of jobs for him, but nothing too crazy or bizarre.
But yeah, I guess he did he specify why I needed to come help this lady?
He had told you to go help her and then to bring her back to his bar.
Oh right, yeah. He wants you to come back with me.
He wants to meet with me?
I assume.
She kind of rolls her eyes. After everything that happens, he thinks he can just call on us, bring us back. And she takes another drink. How much do you know about the Yellow Jackets?
How much does Floss know about the Yellow Jackets? I'm assuming almost nothing.
I'm at, like, you know what Floss knows here. Like, everything you've learned is
like,
what she's learned. I don't think she knows anything prior.
I don't think... No, Atticus was in a different group,
Yeah,
right?
Atticus Loxley was part of the Black Sage Society, which is, like, kind of like the Enchantress Boskage, but for dark magic.
Okay. And then the Yellow Jackets are just some gang.
Yeah, they were a gang. I think what you learned was that, like, they were a gang and they're not anymore.
Basically nothing other than what you've told me.
Right. Atreus used to run the show, you know? That was a long time ago. A lifetime ago, in fact. And we smuggled, we helped people, really helped people. We could change lives, make a difference for those down on their luck. At one point we did. The members in our ranks were happy, well-fed, well-trained, had a roof over their head and everything. Sure, you might not be doing the most legal of things, but at least you knew you were safe. From the starving, the sick, the dying, the N.B.O boot on everyone's neck. And she takes a drink and puts it down. Until they showed up. The Fang. They were this intense, militarized group. Nearly all of them some kind of different brand of freak. And they started busting heads. And it wasn't just us, not just the Yellow Jackets. It was any thief or smuggler that could get their hands on a stray piece of coin. You were either with them or against them. She takes a drink again. And I guess the old man just couldn't let that be.
So what did he do?
He went face to face with their leader, some guy in green robes and a mask. Real scary fella. And Atreus threw hands and everything, used his astral soul. It
One
was...
second, Austin.
Yeah.
Hey, chat. How we doing, chat?
I love this.
Oh, I'm so glad, Tristan. Thank you.
Every fiber of my being was like,
Sorry, my aunt.
It's okay.
Okay.
Okay, let me
Can
restart
you
where
repeat
she's
that?
at, if that's okay.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, the old man went face to face with their leader. This guy in green robes and a mask. Scary shit, really. Atreus threw hands and everything, used his astral soul, went all out. And even then, the guy nearly killed him. Even down on his knees, Atreus stood his ground, spat on the guy's silvery boot, told him he was just another fascist trying to control this city, just like the N.B.O. You could see the fire in the old guy's eyes. Dude must have been impressed, because instead of killing Atreus, he just left him there in the dirt and blood and walked away. But after that, we split, fell apart. The message got sent. No gang stands in the city aside from the Fang. If Atreus intends on bringing us back together, that means standing against them. That means trouble. And I don't think I'm keen on dying to a guy in robes.
She kind of takes a drink and looks at you.
Look at it this way. If you come back with me and we talk to Atreus and that's his plan, you can leave. You don't have to, do anything. But, I mean, if it's not that, then, I'm still doing my due diligence regardless. What happens between you and Atreus is beyond me.
She kind of looks in her drink for a moment.
He's a good guy. I mean, sure, there's the smuggling and the violence that comes with it, but at the end of the day, the Yellow Jackets, we give lost folks a chance to have a home, a family. And that's what they were for the longest time. But in a world like this, is that even possible anymore?
I guess Flos just kind of shrugs and takes a sip of her drink.
She takes another sip and looks at an empty mug.
Look, I'll come with you. I'm gonna step outside and have a smoke. Why don't you loot the hell out of this place?
I was already planning on it, and Floss gets up and just, skitters off.
Okay, Sophia
Unless
heads
she's gonna
outside
say
for
something,
when
maybe.
you are ready to leave. Holy fuck, time to explore and loot. Okay, walking into this office, you can see several abacuses with different points and numbers all over the place, sticky notes, file folders, 2 bags of gold. There's...
I take the gold.
You gain 100 green ember.
Woo-woo! Wait, 100
these-
green ember?
Yes, 100
Or 100
green
gold.
ember.
Okay, hold on. 100 divided by 8 is 12.5, so would you say that's 13, or I guess I can put it in my green ember slot, because I need more of that anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hell
so
yeah.
I'm not even going to convert it to gold.
There's a dozen pieces of paperwork for doing math for finances for this place, a table of losses and gains, a dozen file folders, each for a different location. There are 15 of them listed. And there's a bunch of letters and documentation here if you want to go through them.
I guess I'll just get all the papers in one stack and kind of flip through them if there's anything that piques my interest in terms of why the N.B.O would be here, unless it's
Yeah.
for her specifically. But I can't believe Floss doesn't really think that one gang member from a gang that dissolved however many years ago they're gonna send a whole N.B.O squad. It's got to be something with the casino.
Looking through this paperwork, it seems like this casino isn't bringing in enough money to keep up with its other branches, and that it either needs to be more ruthless with its gambling practices, or it needs to do a side hustle of some kind to bring in more.
Are there any names on any of these that yeah, but they're not important? Or
I think there is a letter addressed to the regional manager, who's named Caius Fairweather from the like owner of this business, the owner of these casinos. His name, bear with me, sorry. Give me one fucking second. I'm so sorry. And I might butcher this when I say it out loud. His name is Edric Lilivier. I'll write it for you.
Wait, so this is a letter from who to the owner of these casinos?
It is a letter from a guy named Edric. Edric Lilivier? Lilver?
So the letter's from
Yes,
Edric,
to
right?
the regional manager of this casino. And this letter is kind of
So
just
it's
saying,
from the
like,
owner to the manager?
yeah, the owner of
Okay,
these
okay.
casinos. That
Okay,
do
okay,
sell
okay.
15
I
locations.
thought it was from
Yes.
someone else to the owner, and I'm like, who? Oh,
It's
sorry.
Le Livre.
Le Livre.
I can't say it right. Never mind, I'll find
I
it.
can't either.
I'm like,
The
wait, this-
point is you know this guy's name, and it's a French ass name, and his
Okay,
first name is.
So I'm just gonna
Adrian.
put it in my. I'm gonna pocket it first.
Uh,
Second, I'm gonna put it in my thing as corporate letter.
Okay, I
and
put
you'll
the
just
name
know it.
in the chat for you.
Corporate casino letter, because that's actually
There's
slightly
a door
important.
here with a large padlock on it. There's also a door here.
Does this lead outside?
No. You actually the only interior and exterior doors you went through to get here.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna explore procedurally. So, you said there's a padlock on this?
Yes.
Okay. Can I check the drawers for a key?
Yes, you open the drawer and there is a key right there.
Okay, well, that saves me a lot of problem solving. I'm gonna use the key to open the padlock. I was about to bust this shit
Sorry, let
for
me-
like 30 minutes.
Is it Lil Ivre? Lil
Hold on, let me
Ivre?
look at this.
yeah,
Le
it's
Livre. That's not that bad.
yeah.
Lil Ivre.
It-
Sorry.
Believe.
If I remember, it's Lithuanian.
It's
like,
Lithuanian.
with
I thought it was French.
I
That's
think-
fucking cool. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just the shittiest DM known to man. That's my fault.
It's Lil Uzi Vert.
Lil Uzi Vert. Okay. Yes, you have the key. What do you do?
I open the key door.
Fuck.
No, eat the key.
Yes. Chad, I'd like to eat the key. You find a room containing a large chest and a door that leads to a basement.
Gulp.
Cool.
So there's nothing. This is unimportant. And this is unimportant.
Yeah, that's just like a big crate. I think maybe there's casino chips in there, and this is nothing.
Nothing. Hold on. Wait, you said there's casino chips in here?
Yes, there are probably millions of casino chips there. More than you can carry.
I'm questioning whether or not if it's worth the time and effort for your campaign, Austin, for your campaign that you're trying to tell a story in, for me to take a shit ton of casino chips, smuggle them into a different casino branch, like under the same chain.
That would be fucking radical.
And then
you should do whatever you want,
cash-
Cass.
I'll think about it, but I'm gonna open this chest.
Are you ready to see what you get?
Is this like the box from FNAF 4?
This is the box from FNAF 4.
There's a metaphysical manifestation inside of this
You
box.
find the Atlas! This is a shield item that you know about, Cass. I'm sure you remember
No,
this.
I don't.
Okay.
I've never seen this in my entire life, actually.
Okay. It's a shield that Liam had.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna eat this.
Yay, we love loot.
Loot. Okay. Awesome. I'd like actually no. We'll go down there last.
Okay.
I'll think about those chips though.
Okay.
There's nothing here that's important to me.
There is
is
this
there any
way,
is there any real money here, or is that all chips?
There is there's like a giant blackjack area over here, and I think there's a pile of gold that was left sitting when the shootout happened.
How much is it?
50 gold. Not green ember, gold.
50 or 15?
50. Big 50.
Oh my god. That's what? 400 green ember? Shit, that's more than that was in the fucking Okay, that's awesome. 50. How do I 81 plus 50? I'm gonna have to pull out a calculator for that. That's really embarrassing. 81 plus 50. 131. That was that. Wow, that was embarrassing, and that's on the recording forever too.
And that's okay. It's great.
The evil fucking math curse.
It's haunted our
Who
game
is this?
now and forever.
Who is this statue of?
That is a statue of. You know what?
Buddha.
I think it would be kind of interesting, just for shits and giggles. I don't know if this is canonically accurate, but because I want to. It appears to be a human woman, with like this kind of like medium length hair and a mole on her neck. You don't recognize her.
Not even with a roll. I just no fucking clue.
Yeah, no fucking clue. This is a random woman, who has a
Cool.
golden statue
Anyways.
dedicated to her. All right. You see another blackjack table. Inside of here, there is a pile of gold.
I like the gold.
20 gold pieces.
Hooray. Is there anything else that is of remote interest in this room?
New. You find yet another blackjack table with a pile of gold.
Wow. Can I have it?
It's 20 gold pieces.
One of these like gold piles is gonna be the evil mimic that disguises itself as gold.
The evil mimic that disguises itself only as money to jump people at the casino.
Yeah.
You find a washroom.
Is there anything important here?
Nope, this is straight up just a bathroom.
You know what? For the first time, maybe in Reliance history, I am going to use my action, or like I'm going to
Use my
actively seek
action.
out. I'm gonna wash my hand.
Oh my god, the putrid stench that permeated your body is gone now. Go ahead and add a +1 to your charm permanently.
Holy shit! Now it's 10 instead of 9. Does that actually raise my modifier?
It'll be +0.
Hold on. Yeah, it's 0 now instead of -1. That's wow. Thank you, Austin.
This session was sponsored by
Wait,
soap
Dr.
brand.
Squatch.
Dr. Squatch.
Yeah, that's the soap. The internet sponsored by soap because you got, and also Dollar Shave Club.
At your local Walgreens, you can now find Reliance horse-scented Dr. Squatch body soap.
Reliance horse scent.
Yeah, it smells like blood and
That's
gore.
gonna pair. That's gonna.
Um,
That's gonna pair well with my Yoda bar of soap.
Hell yeah. All right.
Okay,
What do you do from here?
Jesus Christ, that was utterly stupid. Is there? I guess I said visible gold, so I guess that doesn't count. Is there? What is this where they exchange?
Yeah, this is
chips
where they
and stuff?
exchange chips and gold and money.
Is there any precious materials
Okay,
or gold?
so on the
or...
counter, there's clearly 10 gold here. There are two
Okay.
massive crates with what appear to be arcane fingerprint locks on them.
What are these crates made out of?
Wood and steel.
Can I punch through the wood part?
Roll a brawn check.
And then not like a straightforward punch, but like the kind of punch that you use like the side of your fist to like get into like a cardboard box at work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you're opening a coconut
Yeah.
with your bare hands.
Yeah, something like
Flint
that.
and
Let me.
steel.
Yeah, chicken jockey.
Chicken jack.
Fuck.
Flint
I'm sorry.
and steel.
Oh my god.
A Lytra wingsuit.
Okay. You said brawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like a half point of experience, please.
You smack the fuck out of your hand out of this, like, reinforced wood. You take 1 whole point of damage, actually.
Oh wait, when does my temp HP go away? Hold on. Let me check my spell. False life.
That is an ender pearl.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken
Fuck, I
jockey.
can't- Chicken jockey. Why does he say that? Why did he say that?
That's gonna be the whole fucking movie.
It's gonna be the
Diamonds!
whole movie. Like 20% of the merchandise is chicken
Clinton
jockey.
Steel.
The
We must
popcorn
build
bucket.
a portal out of obsidian. That's it. I'm like Shrimkin jockey.
Chicken jockey.
What do you
Okay,
do
that's
from
enough.
here, Plus?
This is gonna be a relic of its time, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to listen back to it in 5 years.
Oh God. That's like us at the very beginning of like Absinthium going, meow.
Meow.
Okay, okay. Lock in.
Focus in, gang. Floss is stealing from a
You know
casino.
what?
This is a casino heist right now.
You know what? I have a really cool, awesome idea.
All right.
You
tell
know
me
all
about
these
your...
dead bodies of N.B.O guards?
Yeah.
Do any of them have like those like handheld like door lock battering rams?
Holy shit. One of them totally should.
I-
That makes sense for their like SWAT raid kit. Yeah, one of them has like a fucking mini...
This one, I guess.
You know what it should be because we're in fucking fantasy world?
What?
You see on this guy's hip a miniature immovable rod. That's like a 2-time use immovable rod.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And how many crates are there?
There are 2 large crates. And just for the balance of a movable rod, you push the button and it cannot be moved. We'll call it 15 minutes. Because we're not introducing that game-breaking fucking item.
Okay, but I can press it again to make it unimmovable?
Yes, yeah, and you can only use it twice, and it only works for 15 minutes. Still huge,
Uh,
still really good.
So wait, so does it expand or does it just lock in place?
I think it
Or
expands.
and
It
then lock in-
expands to like maybe
Expand?
5 foot.
Okay, so I hold on. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I watched the original Dragon Power Pull. I'm just gonna power pull these 2 crates open, with the immovable rod, and then once the 2 uses, does it just like become a normal stick, or like does it disappear, or what?
It just becomes a normal stick.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna absolutely like rank these.
Hell yeah. It expands. Both boxes just shatter immediately. 1,000 green ember comes pouring out.
From both of them collectively.
Just
that's
in total.
total. Okay, cool. I add a 0 to my green ember counter.
Holy shit.
Is there no or this doesn't exist?
What doesn't exist?
The jewelry and
no, that
jewels.
is
The
not real.
jewels. All the world's jewels are mine.
the jewel.
So mine. Anyways. This is the last. Where's the entrance to this room? Oh wait, I'm stupid. Hold
There's
on.
a door here. The N.B.O guard who's been sitting in here, reading a book, looks up at you. Hey, wait! I thought I told you to leave.
I think your buddies left.
What
All
do
of
you
them,
mean they
they're
left?
gone.
Is it over?
They all left. Yeah, it's over.
Yo, think Alterheim. Later, nerd. And he leaves.
I can't believe I fucking got away with that. I cannot believe I got away with. Are these wanted posters?
You know what's interesting? You say that. You see a bunch of freshly made, hand-drawn portraits saying "Wanted alive." Reward 3,000 green.
Wanted
ember.
alive.
Wanted
alive.
alive.
Not alive or dead.
Wanted alive.
Alive.
3,000 green number reward. Holy shit. Floss, is that a drawing of Severance?
Is it just Severance or how? Like,
Just-
are there how
Just
many?
Severance.
Are
No, these are freshly made wanted posters of Severance.
there? I'm gonna keep them on my person. How many are there?
There's about 15 here.
Would they fit in an item slot by
Yeah,
themselves?
absolutely.
Okay, cool. 7. You said 15?
Yeah.
Sev posters. X15. I'm keeping these currently for the purpose. I'm explaining this to you, Austin, for the purposes of them not getting out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's gonna happen eventually, but I mean, just whatever. But I need to investigate this more. Is this just a box of nothing burger?
God fucking damn it. I think maybe these are casino chips, I would imagine.
Okay. Sorry, I was just
You're
very
okay. You're
interested
okay.
in what these were.
No, please do be interested.
Okay. That's interesting. Wait, hold on, really quick. Let me look
Yeah.
at one of these posters. How well drawn is this?
Pretty damn well drawn. They must have commissioned an artist to make this, or had an artist.
Okay, so it
amongst
wasn't
them.
the guy that was sitting here.
No, fuck no.
Okay.
All right.
Floss checks her wristwatch. Is this gold?
God fucking damn it. Yes, there's a small poker table with 15 gold. You find these kind of like back rooms that aren't the same like nice
Wait. Say that again.
back rooms that are not the same
Okay.
material as the rest of the place. Like the casino is very like lush and lavish with like mahogany wood and red trimming, and this is like stone dungeon type material. Yeah, you do
Okay.
see a coffin here. I noticed you're approaching that.
Is it a little bit open, or is it just not open at all?
It's just a little bit open. It's just an empty coffin.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, if I open it, something spooky's gonna jump up, but I can
Ooh,
look at the little
spooky.
crack.
There's
Okay,
a door here. Should you want to go in there?
Let me just zoom
also,
out.
you know-
I don't see anything. Yeah, that's of importance other than that. So let's go in here.
You find a room with a couple of papers and letters. There's also some like chains and a bloodied club, a bloody knife. There's actually some teeth and like a little rim here.
Is that a human or humanoid finger?
Yes.
Okay. Can I read some of these papers? The ones that aren't too dripping wet with, or okay, is all this blood like dry or is it
It's
like
dry.
wet?
It's long dry.
Long dry. Okay, so I'm fine with picking up these papers then.
Yeah.
Let me read some of this.
You see a list of people who are banned from the casino, incident reports about people causing trouble, being brought back here, having the shit scared out of them for causing trouble at one of their casinos. It seems like this is kind of just generic practice. Like they mention, in general practice with our company's policy, fingers and teeth taken to intimidate. You see a small box of hush money labeled on it. Do you open this box?
Sure.
70 green ember is inside.
Hush money, my ass. Wait, hold on. Earlier, when I opened the 2 crates, you said it was 1,000 green ember total?
Yeah.
I only gave myself, because I had 100, then I changed it to 1,000. I would actually have 1,100. I forgot about that. Okay. Well, that's enough of this room. I'm not gonna... There's a dark spot.
Probably
Next
piss,
to-
if I had to imagine.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let's move on, shall we?
You continue down this way. You see a small like bookshelf with some like reading materials and like empty notes. Like it's stuff to make notes and make reports, but it's like just paper essentially.
What is this?
That is a steel baton.
How much damage would it do?
1d8.
I actually kind of need that, right? Yeah, for this moment. I'll get rid of it later, but I'm gonna take that.
Okay.
Weapons. I have 4 out of 4 weapons.
Okay.
Steel.
Steel!
baton.
Flint and steel. I can't escape
Rock and
this hell,
stone.
can I?
Whoa. What's this?
Nothing. It's not there. It's not real. I promise.
Oh, okay. The evil lever that's not real.
Yeah. Also, these stairs
Okay.
over here aren't real, too.
And this lever as
Yeah,
well.
no, this is just an empty hallway.
And that lever.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh.
not real.
That's a window.
That is a window. I think maybe you
Fair.
can actually see, like, through the eyes of a painting into the room from there.
Oh. Oh yeah, because it's not glass on this side, but
Yeah.
it's glass on this side. That's interesting. So the stairs aren't real, but this corner is.
Yeah, there's, like, some crates
Whoa!
filled with
Cozy
ale.
maps.
Yeah, that's right. Patreon Cozy Map. You can
Thank
see
you,
down the
sponsor.
hall, like, lit, there is a room with a dozen scrolls and an open letter. What do you look at first?
First, does the letter have words on it?
It does.
Not important right now. Girls.
The scrolls, okay. These scrolls seem to be stamped with like a red wax seal that contains what appears to be a symbol like an infinity symbol almost. You would have to break the seals open to read any of these letters.
Okay, so are all the scrolls like this?
Yes, yeah.
And how many are there?
There's probably about like 6 or 7 here.
Okay, I guess I'll break one of them open.
Breaking one of these open, appears to be like a letter, not addressed to anybody, not from anyone, and it just says to
More of
keep...
like a file?
No.
Oh, my bad.
Like, it's a letter of some kind with no address. Like, I hope you get what I mean. Like, there's no, like, Dear Kyle. And this is like a general message that seems to continue to spread hope. They seem to draw attention towards a blood moon that's appearing soon. There's talk of it meaning something good will happen for their people, and they can look forward to it.
Okay. I will leave that there. Can I check this thing?
Absolutely. And I'm actually going to go ahead and send this one in the chat if you would like to read it aloud for us, because that's fun and I like it when we do that.
Sure.
I love sending letters.
Flos puts on the see right through you's her reading glasses. A dwarven family saw her en route to Belhaven. She has finally returned to us. This must bring good tidings. A shift in the chaos that brews around us. It is only a matter of time now that she realizes her place within our home. Though the sun and moon shall rise and fall 1,000 times, our weakened city must always call her forth. A return to her rightful place. Do not give up hope, for she will set us free. Surely her return and the blood moon that wanes in 6 days is no coincidence. This is a good omen. She has come back to finally save us. In time, we shall make our move. Bring about what we have been waiting for. Keep patience and sharpen your faith. Is there a date on this?
No. This is all that's on here.
Okay. Is it, and none of the papers? Oh, there's no papers under this, or they're unimportant, or whatever.
I think there is a stamp and like a kit to do a wax seal here. That has the same shape. This strange, almost like an infinity symbol, yet not quite.
Are you able to like send a picture of what it looks like?
I don't have that photo, but
that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Someone else here might.
If you have. That's interesting. Okay, so I guess this table isn't. Okay, I'm going to. Hold on. There's not a door here. What's the entrance? This is the entrance to that room?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Do you think, like, obviously not in my bag, but like, in my hands, wise, I could carry all of these scrolls just like bunched up in my arms?
You would
and
like
plus the paper.
It would be like a wizard carrying way too many scrolls. You could maybe fit 3 of them in your arms.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
Okay.
like I don't need to be able to swing a sword while holding them. I just need to be able to hold all of them.
Yeah, you can hold, like, I don't think you can hold all of them. I think that's too much. I think you can.
How
carry
big are
maybe
these
3.
scrolls?
I mean, like, have you ever tried to carry like several posters at once? Like, shit just starts slipping everywhere. It's very difficult.
Okay.
If you want to try to carry all of them, I'll have you roll a nimbleness.
It's for the purposes of finding a bigger table so I can lay them all out.
Okay.
Like, I just want to carry them, like, I guess I could take it over here and sweep. I don't want to sweep all the good food off into the floor. That's a moral thing. I guess this table right here, I could probably fit all of them on there.
You know what? Don't even. I just thought you were gonna like bring them with you. That's fine.
No. I just need a bigger table because this table isn't big enough.
You come over to this large table. Are you sprawling out all of these?
Yeah, I'm gonna crack open all of them and try and read all of them, and like I'm trying to put them in an order. If you understand what I mean.
I think that like they were stacked in like a timeline order. There's a lot of like discussion about there being dark times, and to always believe that she will come home to us, and that things will be made right, and to keep hope, to keep faith, to do good acts in her image. There's never
Okay.
any explicit names or proper nouns. More often than not, you see the term she and her return. I think at one point,
And us. There was an us
yes,
as well.
yeah. I think at the most distant, there's mention of a blood moon happening near the end of the month, and that being significant and like something they can be excited about.
And that it's 6 days or less.
When
I
you go
have
back
that
to the
one.
farthest point away, it's like the beginning of the month or something. But the most recent one, the one that is like freshly written, said 6 days away.
And so these all span the month, the current month.
Yes, yeah. You could get that
Okay.
takeaway.
You know what? There's office supplies in here, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I'd like to... Do we have a Reliance equivalent of a stapler?
Yes, staplers exist.
Okay, cool. I'd like to grab a stapler, and I'd like to staple all these papers in chronological order.
Hell yeah.
And I'd like to slip them into my bag. It would... Do you think I could consolidate the casino letter from Lil Uzi Vert and the like I can consolidate that to like just like casino papers?
Yeah, absolutely. Just in one
Okay,
inventory
cool.
slot, that's fine.
Casino papers / letter. Cool, because that's gonna be important for me later.
Oh yeah.
It's insane that I can fit 11 raw potatoes in an inventory slot. Cannot believe you let me do that. Okay. Looting time. No more story bullshit. I want to go... We're almost done here. We go in here, and then down.
You find a bunch of pool tables.
Wow. That's really interesting. I'm gonna leave.
Also, I'd like to draw everyone's attention to over here. That looks like a D&D character sheet.
Wait, what? Where?
Right here. Like if you
Hold on,
turn
let me zoom in.
sideways. That's really funny. I
I think
didn't
it's like
notice
a
that.
newspaper. I think it's a newspaper.
Oh, you know what? You're right. That's just my brain rot. Okay. Do you leave? I think you've discovered everything to discover here.
Nope.
Oh, that's right, the basement! Oh, I'm so glad that you found the basement. Do you go inside?
Hell yeah.
As you enter this dark room, it's maybe no more than a 20-foot square, a cube of a room. At its center, some kind of sigil etched into the ground. On the far wall across, that same infinity sign drawn in dried out blood.
So in the corner, there's a small infinity sign in blood, and then in the middle, there's a
It's
sigil.
not small. It's like taking up the far
Oh.
wall here. It's giant.
Oh,
and
the
then-
wall. Okay.
And then on the ground, there's like an etched in with knife work sigil.
Do I recognize this sigil?
You can roll magic.
You know what? Hold on. Okay. Before I do that, can I flip through the Book of Undeath and see if this is a necromancy sigil? Like, it's
As you
specifically
flip
the school of
through
necromancy.
the Book of Undeath. No, this isn't necromancy.
Okay.
The sigil work is all wrong.
What do you mean the sigil work is all wrong?
I mean, like for necromancy, I think there's like
For necromancy. Okay.
runes
I was
you
going to say
use.
it's wrong. What do you mean it's wrong? How would I know
No.
that? Okay. Then I guess I roll a generic magic and see. This is a non-combat advantage, guys.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeesh. Oh, that was even worse. 4 + 5 is 9. Is my magic a 5? Hold on. No, it's a 4 actually, so it's 8.
With your limited knowledge of spellcasting, you're not quite clear what school of magic this would be.
I take a picture with my smartphone. I have no idea. I'm gonna leave because
Okay.
there's nothing. Is there anything else that catches my eye in there? Or
that's
is it just the two?
You have
Okay.
solved my casino puzzle.
Awesome. I'm going to. Let me scan the map really quick. Yeah, I'm gonna leave.
Okay. And we leave from this scene. You head back out towards the front entrance, leaning up against one of the hoods of the car. you see Sophia, and she's smoking. Or sorry, Sophie. You see Sophie taking a long drag of a cigarette. She kind of blows smoke in the air as she looks your way.
Has Floss ever been in a car before?
Probably when you were. No, I don't think you were, because you were like in a sheltered village.
The mayor had a car. He was
That's
the
right.
only
The
one in
mayor
the
did
entire
have.
town.
Didn't he like show that shit off? I feel like, if I remember right, it was like really fucking fancy, right?
Yeah, and I mean, showed it off, but I never went inside. I've seen
Yeah.
a car before.
Yeah,
I know what
you
a car
is. 100%.
I don't think I've ever been in a car. I don't even think main timeline Floss has ever been in a car, if I'm being honest.
Liam driving the buggy in the desert. No, that was in Havoc. That was when like Liam and Cassius met. That was before Floss.
Yeah, and
I
we
don't
went
think Floss
like
has ever been in a
even
car.
the most recent. What was the Desert Bandit town? What campaign was that?
Oh,
that
From
one-
the Ashes. You guys were in a car in that
Yeah.
one because you met the.
No, we weren't.
You guys
We
met
were
the
on horse.
I thought you guys were in a car.
We were on horses the whole time there
Damn.
and back. Floss has never been in a car.
Okay.
Anyways, interesting little dive there. So is this yours or?
She looks at it and says, "Guess it can be. I mean, it belonged to the N.B.O. You got the keys?"
Floss, goes back inside and looks like pockets each of the guy for the key. Also, she doesn't have she has the baton, the steel
Yeah.
baton. She doesn't have the what is it? The stupid ram thing.
Oh, the immovable rod.
Yeah, but yeah, it disappeared. No
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Okay. I'm stupid. I pocket these guys for the keys.
Yeah, you find a set of car keys.
Cool.
She kind of looks to the car and says, "By order of the Anti-N.B.O. Coalition, we're commandeering this vehicle." And she jumps over into the seat.
The order of the who, what, huh?
The Anti-N.B.O. Coalition, we're commandeering this vehicle. And she jumps in.
Floss shrugs. She takes not shotgun because she's wait no no. Floss is taking. I mean, which seat is Sophie in?
Sophie jumped into the passenger seat.
I've never been in a car before. Do you want to? And she holds up the keys.
She takes the keys from you and slides over to the driver's seat.
Okay, Floss takes shotgun.
Oh yeah. You guys drive back to Atreus' bar.
Wait, what kind of car is this? Can you?
This is a Model T Ford, or something like it, akin to it.
Wait, no. I'm sorry. One more time. Run that by me.
A Model T Ford, I believe, or something akin to it.
So it's like a
Bucket
prim
car
wagon.
almost. Yeah.
Prim wagon.
Yeah,
I've never
this is a
heard
fake,
that
this
phrase.
is no. I mean, like this is like a prim and proper ass little baby wet. Like I would assume
Well,
it'd be like some kind of like
I mean,
combat-ish vehicle.
They're like the cars in FMA. I know that means nothing to you guys.
Yeah.
Let me get you a
model-
fucking JPEG.
I was assuming something more like a 48,
They're like this.
like this.
They're not
That
trucks.
the middle one, the middle one. That's like 48. Yeah, that's a little after the time. The middle one makes more sense.
Yeah, it's like, you know.
That one I can
these
accept. I
are-
can accept that one. I can accept that one. That
These are
one's
very primitive cars, like
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
20s or
yeah.
some shit.
fine. Give it.
But yes, you guys continue driving, and as you drive, Sophie looks to you and says, "What made you want to fall in with Atreus anyway? Was it just the money?
Money.
I mean, he is paying you, isn't he?
Has Atreus given me money before?
I
I don't
don't
think he had.
I don't know. Okay,
I don't.
Lucas,
No,
I'm
he
going to
hasn't-
send that symbol. Is that okay? Just for reference for our players.
Yeah, that's fine. It kind of looks like shit.
I think it looks
but-
great. It's perfect for being like a sketched, drawn-in blood image. This is what the wax seal looked like, what the
Oh,
drawn image in blood looks like. It's almost like this filled-in infinity symbol. Just two circles connecting and splitting, kind of.
Like a dupe. Hold on.
Like genes duplicating themselves.
Lucas, isn't it important that the circle is outside of it? Like around it? If so, I will make that clarification now. Nah? Okay.
It's actually, that's not the word. It's that. There we go. Anyways, yeah, no, I don't think I've received payment from him once.
Well, you should ask about that, because I'm sure he'd be more than happy to pay you, if you're just being his good little guard dog at this point.
I suppose.
She
Flos
actually, like,
elevates at the thought of more money.
you guys, like, stop at a stop sign, and she looks at you and says,
Don't let him push you around. I mean, you might be working for him, but don't let him just use you.
All right. She
eventually,
goes back to the thing.
you guys make it to Atreus's bar, this shitty run-down hole-in-the-wall spot. I think the car pulls off into the alleyway. Sophie, like, pockets the keys.
Does this thing have a trunk?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Is there stuff in there already?
You see an N.B.O issued rifle and an N.B.O helmet.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that there for now, but I'm gonna head in with Sophie, because I think that's her name.
Okay. You walk into the dingy steel and stone bar that Atreus owns. As you walk forward, you see that plush couch at the entrance, the aquarium behind. You see Atreus sitting there, shitty yellow suit, swirling a cocktail. He kind of sips it a bit as you enter, and he gives a shit-eating grin. And he begins to speak.
Well, it's good to have you back, kiddo.
You see Sophie rolls her eyes.
Guess it is.
She kind of looks at him concerned.
Why would you bring me here?
Why did you have your new lapdog come and find me? I had everything handled.
1 second, Austin. This
Sure.
place is a bar, yeah?
Yeah.
Can Floss, like, she doesn't, like, she's not gonna treat this place, like, as an establishment much more as it, like just Atreus' home, and she doesn't treat, or, like, she doesn't hold Atreus in the highest regard, so
Yeah.
can she just, like, rifle around for a drink like it's her own fucking place?
There's pretty much any brand of alcohol you would want in this bar.
She's just gonna find something and start drinking.
Yeah.
Not, like, heavy. Like, not like she's, like...
You pick up a bottle of rum.
Yeah, sure.
Um...
Just straight from the bottle, like, not even in a container.
Did you really think you could send your new lapdog to fetch me, bring me back, and expect everything to be how it was?
You know, kid, it's really not that simple. Things have changed. The N.B.O's fallen apart. Their leadership is splintered and going their own ways. If there was a time for us to come back and strike, now would be the most opportune time.
She kind of rolls her eyes and looks.
Is this what this is about, taking out the N.B.O?
I guess you could say that, but more than just those Blaze Order pigs, I'm also talking about the Fang. I know you and I could use a little vengeance for what they did to this city.
And she kind of, like, she holds out her hands, almost like when you're arguing with somebody and you want to get a point across. What do you expect us to do? We're nothing compared to them. And he kind of swirls his drink and looks down at it.
Well, you know, my dear friend Flos here has been looking into that for me, haven't you, Flos?
I don't particularly know what you're talking about, but I did want to say that a few of my associates, I guess you could call them, have been tracking down the Fang, and I don't, like, I wouldn't put it past them to take down the Fang guy, just the four of us, so, I mean, with you guys' help, I'm sure it'd be, not a cakewalk, but, yeah.
Sophie looks kind of dumbfounded at this. You surely can't be serious.
I mean, they're pretty strong. all
They've
things
wiped
considered.
out every gang. This city used to be ran by
powerful nobles and gangs and political wars that tore this place apart until they showed up and they were like united under a single flag. And Atreus interrupts her.
Listen, I think I found something that can give us a very serious competitive advantage in that regard.
And he's looking at you, Flos.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about the amulet thing? Or
That's right.
this thing? She holds out the amulet and just kind of like points at it.
From what I've gathered, this is gonna do a big number on our foes.
I mean, from what Rudy said, I mean, of course I haven't taken it to Nico yet for further, inspection. But from what I gather, it just awakens pre-existing power. I don't know, unless like you particularly needed a boost to your astral soul or something like that.
I know that my soul is more than good enough. Perfect even. In my old age, it keeps me on my toes. Maybe I wasn't able to stand up to that masked freak. But if you imagine 4 or 5 of us with our own souls, imagine
This-
what we could do.
I mean, yeah, but it only awakens power. It more often than not, it's probably just gonna kill people. And I don't even know if it's one-time use.
That's why I need you to have Nico take a little bit more of a look at it.
I suppose. I don't think it'll be a game changer, though. I think it's really just a numbers thing. Because there's... Hold on, let me count. Floss pulls out her hands to count. There's me, Atreus, Sophie, Tar, Severance, the other one. What is that? 6? Yeah, 6.
Sophie approaches you and looks at it.
You really think that could give me an astral soul?
I mean, yeah, but it could just as easily kill you.
And she kind of glares at it in silence and then back at him.
I guess, with it being a numbers game, I'll be back in.
He gives a wide, toothy grin.
That's just fucking perfect, ain't it? Your old room's already ready. I put those posters back up that you like so much. Why don't you go get settled in?
And she kind of like gives a half smile and a furrowed brow and leaves the room.
Well,
Go ahead.
sorry, go. No, you go ahead.
No, I've been yapping. I want you to go ahead and interrupt.
Okay. Floss actually wants to talk to Atreus because she didn't know a few things about his goals, really,
Yeah.
until now. So, you looking to dismantle the N.B.O?
He gets up as you're talking. Continue talking.
No, that was a question.
Okay. Yeah. He gets up. He walks towards you.
You know I'm looking to do more than just dismantle those fucking pigs.
And he like wraps an arm around your shoulder and like gestures with his hand.
Imagine a world where you don't have to worry about those fucking fascists ever breaking down your doors again. Imagine a world where criminals can run free without the Fang's grasp all over them. Imagine a world where no nobles sit in their high tower while we lick our wounds in the dirt and muck.
I mean, a world full of criminals doesn't sound like the best thing in the world, but I mean, it's better than what we have now.
You did really good today, Floss, and I gotta say, I'm proud of you. You're shaping up to be my right hand man.
That's where I was gonna stop you, Atreus. Look, this thing that we've got, I see it as, how would I put it? Not mutually exclusive, that's not the word. Symbiotic, yeah. As a kind of like two-way street symbiotic, it's a partnership, I'd say. So, if I help you and Sophie and all my buddies help you, take down the thing, and of course, under your command, whatever, you're the big guy in this, then you and Sophie and whoever else we pick up along the way. Maybe not my buddies, maybe my acquaintances. I don't think they'll be down for dismantling the N.B.O. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Under me. Because that's my main prerogative, if you catch my drift.
Business associates, strictly professional. I've got my branch, you've got yours.
Precisely.
I like the sound of business.
He kind of like.
Oh, go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
go ahead. It's okay.
No, I want to hear your.
Okay. He pulls his like hand off of you because his hand was around your shoulder and goes to like shake your hand.
How about we call this a deal? Real business like. Shake on it.
Only if I get to come up with a cool name for it.
Absolutely. I've got my yellow jackets reinvented, brought back together real slow like.
Floss puts her hand out and shakes.
He gives a wide grin.
And another thing, kid. Because you did so well, I'm gonna let you have access to my personal collection, a private black market I give to my best people.
You see he like takes his hand away, snaps. The aquarium lifts up into the ceiling, and you see racks and racks of magic items for sale. This is the item shop.
You can
Austin,
feel free
you
to
should have
bring
seen.
any of your acquaintances to come by and shop whatever they want, provided they don't cause a mess.
All right.
I should have
Austin,
seen-
you should have fucking look on my face, dude. I was flipping my shit.
Hell yeah.
Okay. They're not gonna be here to this session, right?
No, not this session. No. Next
Okay,
session will
okay,
be like
I'm-
more open-ended.
Yeah, and it'll be all of us reunion.
Yes.
Wait, you guys had your session last Saturday, right?
Yeah, we'll have one tomorrow, which is like everyone. Not tomorrow. Sorry, Saturday.
Yeah.
Everyone
But
meeting back up.
you guys did one last week, right?
They did. They did the big go into the
Okay.
thing, try to find Zik, Camilla, and the gang.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Tar and Severance. I am going to look through the item shop. This is out of character. I'm just gonna go through, look at all this stuff, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, were any of you guys planning on buying this?" And if you guys are both like, "Nah, you're chill," then I'm gonna buy it.
I think
Okay.
there's one item in there that you would know is for
Tar.
me. Yeah.
God's most obvious monk item.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like monks fist wraps for punching and kicking.
Lucas,
Or
I think
some
it's
shit
really
like
funny
that.
that you used a black heart because in my phone there's a black heart emoji next to your name, and when I like tell Google to call you, it says calling Lucas Blackheart, and I think that's really funny.
Lucas's last name is Blackheart, didn't you
Yeah,
know?
cool ass fucking fantasy name.
Ooh, that's kind of hard. Hold on. The Mask of Ravenkind. Not only for the perception and advantage and insight, but imagine that like mug. You know what I mean,
Oh, I know what you
Austin?
mean.
Because I've been thinking about what I want Floss to look like in this timeline. Because currently she just like, other than like a little bit rougher around the edges, she's still wearing the same clothes,
Yeah.
but not for long. I kind of don't want to like riff on what Faerunner got though.
You should do it.
But
I think the Mask of Ravenkind is really cool for this Floss, and it makes sense. She's like an anti-establishment, like vigilante going against the system.
okay, hold on, Austin. I'm gonna DM you something really quick.
Okay.
That
Okay.
one second.
The DMs of evil and fucked up. Look at that. Isn't that fucked up? I like that. I fuck with that. That fits very well with this party. We're scheming, we're planning, we're scheming. Hell yeah. Fire emoji.
Okay. Anyways, Radiant Black.
That's
That's
a
kinda
reference to
chill.
a comic that I like. Also, Floss just got like a shit ton of money too. Oh, you know what, Cass? I
Hello.
want to draw your attention to the
Hold on, my
friendship.
internet cut out.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi. Hi. I'm back.
I'd like to cast your attention, Cass, to the friendship bracelets item, because I know you would appreciate it.
Hold on. First of all, I was scrolling down. Eye of Enderman.
Yeah.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
Oh my god, I
Flint
can't
and
put it.
steel.
Okay, can be thrown.
Do we have the item
That's
shop
not-
list
that's not
right
even-
now?
That's not even what the Eye
Yeah,
of
we
Ender
have the item
does.
shop. What do you
That's
mean?
not even what the Eye of Ender. That's that. You have
Chicken
the
jockey.
picture,
Yeah, no,
you
it's
have-
an
it's
Ender
not-
Pearl, but it's
but it's an Eye of.
yes, yeah.
That's
Ender Pearl.
Alchemy Blade. Wait.
Thaumaturgist synergy
Okay.
goes crazy.
Yeah, but she's not really swordy.
Yeah.
I'm really debating it though because I have catapult. That was my main way of like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get splash and I'm gonna catapult spells at people and it's gonna
But
be
it's
really funny.
useful if you're in close range.
And I don't want to get hit by the evil poison that I fling at myself.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I can always come back.
You can always come back. I want to make that clear to everybody at the table. I want you guys to seek out these NPCs and buy things from them. Rudy does healing and divination magic. Atreus sells magic items. And like there's character arcs for these characters who are the shopkeeper NPCs. And you guys can go see Nico in the Valhaven Occult Society when that shit happens. And like, I don't know. You guys you can go places and do things. I liked that in
Ooh.
Absinthium, where it was like, we're gonna go see this character. And I want more of that. But also not having Betty Hell show up on the front lines of a war out of nowhere. Like, just does not make fucking sense.
I think the endless spell book is cool, but I feel like it's too situational for it being a first in first out kind of
Yeah.
like loading situation.
I can't believe you mentioned fucking FIFO in D&D.
Yeah, I read Homestuck.
Okay, I was thinking more like kitchen shit, but Homestuck is cool too, I guess. The Sharpie incident.
Oh god. Let's see. A kit that allows you to create friendship bracelets. Why are you giggling?
Sorry, it was what Lucas said. Rose said,
Oh.
shut up about Sharpies.
Oh, hold on. No, I was gonna read this.
I just knew you would
Utilize-
appreciate the flavor text, but you might actually like the
Yeah.
item itself.
Hold on. It's enough golden wire. 1d4 plus 4 bracelets. Oh shit! Wait.
Starbucks shift.
This is actually kind of hard. Okay,
Oh,
I'm
it's
gonna
great, right?
I'm gonna look through all the items and then tally up. This is gonna take a minute, but we have
Alright.
time, right? That's the
I'll go
point.
tinkle. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, you do that. What does that do? Hold on, I gotta look up the spell. Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
Dude, oh my fucking god. I can't. It's a fucking vocal stim. This is the worst thing in the
Chicken
world. Chicken jockey.
You are holding an ender pearl.
Does he say that?
I saw a TikTok that said that, so I don't know. That is an ender pearl. You are holding an ender pearl.
Elytra wingsuit. I know he says that one.
Please, please.
I wish that we did. This is the doomed timeline.
Yeah.
It's like Mario movie. Mario movie was pretty good. The second and
And
third Sonic movies were pretty good. That's about it. That's all we got.
Now we got Minecraft movie. That is going to be amazing.
It's gonna be PM. It's gonna be the greatest video game adaptation film you've ever seen in your entire life. Better than Mortal Kombat. Better than Street Fighter. Better than fucking Pixels 2016.
Pixels 2016.
I don't even think that's when the movie came out. I think I just lied. Hold
Are
on.
you
Me when I accidentally lied.
Pixels film. It's 2015.
Adam
They should make
Sandler?
a sequel. They should make a sequel
They
to
really
Pixels.
shouldn't. Hubert has pregnancy in that movie.
I think. Okay.
Okay, well we need to see what happens.
I mean, we see what happens. He has many children with a human man.
We need to see how their crazy kooky life goes.
It's like dude. They should make a TV show. It's
Yeah.
Pixels after.
Have
the
you ever been
fact.
strangled?
Who?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Both of you.
Also the music stopped.
You know, I noticed.
No. Well, actually,
I don't
as a
think.
joke, yeah.
I don't think I have.
Bart Simpson strangling.jpg.
I think Bryce has strangled me at one point, or
I believe it.
attempted to. I
Do
also
you think-
believe it.
You think Bryce should guest in one session of this campaign? You think we could convince him to guest star in one session?
Maybe, if his Discord works. Or if
Choose
he
an
wants to.
object you can see within range. The object can be a door, a box, a chest, a set of manacles, a padlock, or another object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents.
I know
access to
Penumbra's like
trigger.
the Doom timeline where everything's fucked up and hard and evil. This session is giving the most fucking, like, absinthium energy out of any goddamn session we've ever had. Where it's just so fucking funny.
We did that whole time.
It's like chicken
But yeah,
jockey
but-
out of nowhere.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey. Lit and
A
steel.
target this.
This session has shot me in the head. Good. Incredible fucking session, by the way. I was afraid that Flos was going to entirely miss all that lore.
No, it's in my back pocket.
Solo session with Severance stuff?
Oh? Anyways, a target that is held shut by a mundane monster becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. Okay, see, that's awesome. Keys to the City is awesome. The only problem is that the knock can be heard from 300 feet away. So it is not a stealthy item. I'll consider it. Hidden Blade. Oh, it's hearted. Okay. I'm not even gonna look at it so I don't get sad that I can't buy it. Blindfold of Justice. Oh, it's like Damien. Or, no, not Damien. Other guy. Cassius. But not like Cassius, like Ed Cassius. Cassius, like Trickster Cassius. When worn, the user becomes blind to everything except the outlines of creatures around them, despite any wall. Wait, this is like a superpower that I've always wanted. Blind to everything except for the outlines of creatures around them. Sorry if this is boring, guys. I just wanna make sure I'm getting everything. It's my session. I can do whatever I want.
I'm eating hot chip.
Okay. Yeah, you guys go grab your snacks and your drinks and take your pisses.
I should have bought a code red.
I should have bought a code red. I was Dollar General. The color of these outlines will tell you their general alignment and true nature of their person. For example, an evil character might give off a red glow or smoky presence, while a good character will give off a white light. This is really good, Austin.
Yeah?
Replacement Man? Oh my god, wait.
Oh,
you
I
can
love
spend an
Replacement
hour
Man.
tuning this item. Oh my god, it's literally the Dead Ringer. It's the Dead Ringer from Team Fortress 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at the rest of the items. But Dragon Cigar, dude, this is like Razor fans in 2011. Upon use, this allows the user. It's like you get the like anonymous mask and like the RGB weed sign.
What is it?
Upon
Weedy
use.
Pasta's Ghetto Legends?
Yeah, Weedy Pasta's Ghetto Legends. This is that's Trey's podcast.
Atreus' podcast? Weedy Pasta's
Yeah.
Ghetto Legends?
Yeah. He he's literally Joe Rogan.
Today's episode was brought to you by fucking Fortnite V-Bucks. Go buy V-Bucks at VBucks.com.
Use my Fortnite code, my creator
Use
code.
my Fortnite creator code Yellow Jackets Rule with a Z at the end.
Okay, I gotta walk in. Upon use, this allows the user to blow smoke that emits as a dragon's breath. Each creature, this doesn't even exist in normal Reliance. It's exclusive to this item.
Yeah.
I don't think iguanids have breaths.
They do
do
not
they?
have breath weapons because they're lizard people and not dragon people.
That's awesome. Each creature in a 30-foot cone in front of you must make a DC 15 nimbleness saving throw or take 8d6 cold corrosive flame leech bleeding. Leech, whoa. Leech dragon, the evil leech dragon. The element type being one of your choice. You can 5. Ooh, okay, that's good. There's so many cool items. These are all gonna be here. Like he's not gonna kill
There's
any
so
of them,
many.
right?
No, and I'll be adding more.
These bullets make no noise. Okay, bullets. Uninterested. Armor up amulet. You can store your armor inside of this bracelet, revealing your street clothes beneath. You can use this as a bonus. Holy shit! Okay, that one's going in the pocket. I'm not buying it yet, but I'm like, that's yeah. Because I have a really cool idea for that, actually. Astral cigarettes, dude. It's fucking. It's a geek bar.
Oh my god.
It's a geek bar. You may smoke one cigarette and gain the following benefits for the next hour. Oh my god. Refills can be bought for the same price from Atreus or from who?
Yeah, from Atreus.
Okay. I could just. Oh my god. Nicotine addiction. Steamworks Baron. The user gains +2 to CB and advantage on their stealth rolls. Okay, I'm not. I have a really cool idea, so I'm not gonna look at any of that. Oh, I see what it is now. I see the key of the unyielding fist. I wonder if I should purchase this. Creationist robes. Blessing of Ultram. Grateful Aaron. Jester Thorn. That's cool. Yo mama.
Yo, mama's so fat.
Yeah. There's so many cool armors.
Yo, mama riding a chicken jockey.
I think you should kill yourself, Austin.
No, Lucas said that.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That's so good. Yo, mama fell off the chicken jockey.
That would be so. Yo, mama, so Minecraft.
Yo, mama, so fat, she couldn't fit on the chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey. That is modern day. He still make Brody Fox still make Brody Fox follows my brother on Twitter.
Yo,
For everyone
mama's
that
so
doesn't know.
fat, when the creeper exploded, it didn't even hurt.
That's so dumb. Yeah, Brody Fox, the Yo Mama guy, he follows my brother on Twitter. So that's cool. I
As
guess.
he should.
As God intended.
Not house
Postal
based.
Spirit. I've seen that Postal Spirit was in the very first item shop in Absentia, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I'm gonna go through these a little bit faster because I kind of know what I want already. Red like roses. Oh, it's like Rose Rupee from Ruby.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Ruby Rose. I don't know her fucking name. I didn't watch that show. Actually, I did. I lied because I watched
Holy
Rooster
shit.
Teeth because I was a big Rooster Teeth kid. I mainly watched Red versus Blue though, and Ruby did not interest me really at all. Chain
Lucas,
gang gloves.
You fucking are awesome.
Ooh. It's kind of cool. Ring of Replenishment. Do you think Atreus would have the facilities to exchange my gold to Green Ember or vice versa?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Let me get a money total. Money total. I'm gonna put a money total in my thing. 196 G or times 8. 1568. So in total, I have 2,738 green ember. Uh, sorry, I was looking at stuff. Let me scroll through the rest of these. Ring of replenishment, 900. Okay, well, let me. Okay, yeah, and then the cloak and the armor. Okay, let me. This is 100. And then this is 1,200. So that's 1,300. So that leaves me with 1,438. That's not even half my money. Let's see. That's 500 for this. Okay, and I think I'm going to keep the rest of my money. So, that's 1,800. Okay, so... Hold on, I'm mathing how much, Why won't it let me search this on Google? Do I have to add a space? Oh my god.
We truly love the shopping moment.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
So it's minus 1,800 from... So I'm spending all of my green ember, but I'm seeing how much gold I'm actually spending as well.
The math curse that haunts the game.
Minus 1,800, 630. So 630 green ember in gold, which would be 196 times 8. Would be 15.
Flint and steel. Chicken jockey, chicken and steel. I am placing blocks and shit cause I'm in fucking Minecraft.
Hold on. I'm almost done. 630.
You were meant to be a hero, Brian. Hero Brian. Yeah, I think I like that name.
Okay, so it's 936 converted, or 938 converted back into gold would be 938 divided by 8.
If we want to save the land of mine and craft, we're gonna have to beat the Ender Dragon.
That's not what they do in the movie. It's the piglins.
The piglins
Which is weird
are gonna
because
release the Ender Dragon.
Because he has Elytra, so I don't know why. It's really
that
weird.
implies that he had to go to the Nether and then go to the end because he has to get blaze rods from places in the Nether to make Eyes of Ender, and then go to the end. That implies that he saw the poem and it meant nothing to him.
The poem? What
Yeah,
poem?
the end poem that plays it when you beat the game.
Oh yeah, it's because Jack Black is evil.
Wake up.
Okay. So I have 117.
I didn't even think about that. What if that's the big reveal at the end of the movie? Is that Steve is in creative mode? That would be insane. Like he just starts flying upwards and places blocks everywhere.
Command block.
You were supposed to be a hero, Brian.
/ give Jack Black 64 TNT.
Flint and steel.
Flint and steel. Yeah, we call this griefing.
Dude, that would be insane. They should actually do that. The game would go viral.
The game would go viral, not the movie, the game. Minecraft would become the best-selling game of all time again.
Okay, I'm buying 3 things. I'm allowed to send
Slash
stuff in
Dev,
here.
Jack Black, 64 diamond block. That's so funny, Lucas.
Okay, I'd like to buy those 3 things that because the item shop is allowed to be spoken in because you're evil.
Okay.
Let me save all those before you delete that message. And I am paying him. I don't know how much. I did all the math. It's subtracted from my character sheet.
Don't
I
even
pay
worry about the conversions. Like, just
correct
keep
amount.
it as your GE total after the math.
Well, you know, I had to convert it to green ember and then spend it and then convert it back into gold because I like keeping it as gold.
Okay.
But it's fine. I did it. It's on my sheet. Let me
Do you have the item saved?
save all these. I got the second one. Give me a second. I need to save the friendship bracelet. Yes. Also, you need to delete this item. Let me.
Oh my god.
Friendship. You
I
can go ahead
have
and
to
delete
do
like,
something? That's fucked up.
or I can't delete your messages. It's the three. It's the amulet, the man, and the friendship bracelet. Or not the amulet. It's the.
Sorry.
Here, I'll send them in the
I got it.
amber
got it.
roulette so you can actually see what I.
I got
Okay,
it.
cool. Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything else you have planned for me this session? Because there's something I'm gonna do, but
I have. Let me refer to my notes.
I have something I
There's-
want to do at the It's gonna be like 30 minutes, probably.
Yeah.
max.
No, there is one planned item, and anything you want to do before you head to meet the party, you're allowed to do. I don't have a time cap, because I can run a 6-hour session right now if we need to.
I mean, if we come across something that would be, I mean, we could, but so is
This,
there anything
this
else you need?
is the game's becoming the treatment where it's like, hey,
It's Minecraft. We're playing Minecraft.
we're playing Minecraft. Yeah, I have one thing for you, and that's when you go to leave.
Like the room, the place.
I guess, yeah.
Okay. I would like to. Is Sophie in? Congratulations. Anyways, I have your soundboard muted. Is what was I gonna say?
Go ahead.
Is Sophie in her room or what?
Yeah, Sophie like walked off up some stairs to the right.
Okay. I'd like to. I don't know if that triggers what Atreus is gonna say, but
It does,
I want
it
to.
does.
I need to go talk to her.
It triggers
okay,
dialogue.
I need to go talk. I need to go talk to. I need to go talk to her.
Atreus grabs your shoulder and says,
Look, before you go off making a friend, you should know that from what I've seen,
and you see his eyes shimmer green and black.
your friends are waiting for you back at Rudy's shack.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'll head there in a bit, but there's some stuff I gotta do first, and she's gonna head up the stairs.
Glad to do business with ya.
And then you head
Okay.
upstairs.
Give me 1 second. I gotta go pee and also talk to someone really quick. Like
Okay.
a fiver.
A Fiverr.
Sorry.
Fiverr.com. I would like to commission artwork of Sonic the Hedgehog on a Fiverr.com. Does
I'm gonna use
Fiverr.com
my
still
D-
exist?
Play guitar right now.
Huh?
I'm gonna use one of my D4 and attempt to use it to play guitar.
Using dice to play music.
It
Beautiful.
works, but it's really
I guess you could call
awkward.
that bardic inspiration. Here's a D4. Add it to your roll. Have you guys ever watched XP to levels 3 how to play bard video? He does a little song. Oh, Sevi Wevy. I pin shit to this channel.
Oh, that's so good.
No, Lucas is an incredibly talented artist. You should put all your wonderful doodles in the awesome character art channel because I love seeing them and it makes me very happy. God, that's her. That's her average reaction to anything. She looks so good. Sev. What? Oh, Sev resting reaction? Walking away from the giant fucking encounter you guys had. Just like, ... Covered in fucking blood and gore, carrying like 4 heads. And she's just like, ... There's a thing. I know none of you give a fuck. There's a thing in the Jack Reacher books, where it's a reoccurring line where the sentence is Reacher said nothing, like in response to shit, and I feel like
Yeah, Reacher said nothing.
that's Severance all the time. It's like Severance said nothing. I feel like that just happens every other goddamn sentence in this game.
Ah.
Honestly, a character trait you rarely see in a D&D character is, I know when to shut the fuck up. Like, all these I'm talking to me, I'm throwing shade at me. All these goddamn theater kids want to be the center of attention so fucking bad.
See, I don't want to be the center of attention. I want everyone else to be the center of attention, and me just be like supporting cast.
Oh, yeah. Sev wants to never be the center of attention. Well, that makes sense considering her, you know.
Well, Tar's a different story, but like me personally, I don't want to be the center of attention.
I'm gonna start calling Tar Mr. Fart just because it's funny.
Real.
I'm gonna go blow my nose. I got fucking allergies and shit.
They call me Giggle Gas. Is Austin here?
Okay. Renamed your D&D OC for you. It's Mr. Fart now. Mr. Fart, what would you like? Mr. Fart Kageyama! I'm just now seeing that. Holy shit. You giggle.
Wait,
Giggle
hold
gas? Where'd my giggle go? That's an old Giga Ghost meme.
Am I lagging or is Austin just rambling?
No, I'm looking in the text chat. That's so fucking funny. Okay,
I don't see Fart
Mr.
Kageyama.
Fart Kageyama.
Where is this? I don't see it.
It's in the voice chat. Mr.
I'm looking
Fart
in the voice.
Tar changed his. Tristan changed Tar's name because I said I'm calling you Fart from now on. I'm calling you Mr. Fart, and he changed his fucking name to Mr. Fart Kageyama. The Kageyama family didn't all die. There's one remaining. It's
Wait,
Mr.
The
Fart.
plot of, this is like the plot of Despicable Me 3.
What?
Wait,
Dart
like
gun? I thought you said fart gun.
I didn't watch
no,
that movie.
no.
Okay, focus
It-
up. Focus up.
No, because you know how he meets his like brother Drew, who's like Gru, but like he's like better
His
at
name is
every single thing.
Drew?
Yeah, like DRU
This is
instead
fucked
of GRU.
Okay,
And he's got blonde hair.
Uh,
And he's like Scandinavian, I think.
we cut from the fucking evil commercial break. Floss walks up these rickety stairs and finds a hallway with at least a dozen empty bedrooms. At the end of the hall, you catch an open door and a light coming through. This must be Sophie's room.
You said a dozen empty bedrooms?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I ponder. I think. I'd like to walk down to the one that's
The open-
full. Light, yeah, that one.
Light Kageyama. You see this room. It almost looks like this could be a teenager's bedroom. There's posters of different bands and plays and like musicals all over the walls. There's a large bookshelf with a good couple like dozen books filled out, a large plush bed, and sitting in the middle of the bed is a small worn teddy bear. You can see Sophie sitting next to it, and she's like streaming tears.
Boss is just gonna kind of like she's not gonna stand she's just gonna like kind of stand in the doorway until Sophie's done crying.
She
her eyes
sees
out.
you, and she immediately like turns the other way, wipes her face, like brushes herself off, stands back up, and draws a cigarette, Starts smoking.
Hey,
I have two
what's,
states: crying and smoking.
what's up?
Do you want me to like go?
No, no, you're totally fine. What can I help you with?
If I'm keeping that van for my van, okay. Rewind. If I'm keeping that car for myself, do you want to maybe teach me how to drive?
You want me to give you driving lessons in a stolen
mean-
N.B.O vehicle?
I mean, we can go get it painted first. That'd be fun.
Where are we gonna get a car painted?
The paint store. I
Okay.
don't know.
Yeah. Sure. I'll
If you-
go to the paint store and pick up some paint and refurbish our stolen vehicle.
Cool. I'm assuming she still has the keys, yeah? Or did she give them to me?
She tosses them to you.
Okay, I'll go get it started, I guess.
Don't.
Be there.
You really shouldn't
What?
be driving on the road in a stolen vehicle. I'll
No, I
take
know, I mean-
care of the paint. and
Oh,
paint up the
okay.
car. Come back in a little bit, and I should have it ready for you.
Okay, well, I mean, okay, yeah. Floss is gonna head outside, and she's gonna stand next to the car. I'm assuming that Sophie's gonna go like walk to get paint or something.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
come back.
Sophie-
Okay.
Like an hour passes, and like night is beginning to fall, and as darkness encroaches, she returns with two large paint
shit,
buckets.
Austin.
Yeah.
I forgot to buy an item.
Okay. We
I'm-
can say
I'm
you
just
bought
gonna-
it. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah. Let me go grab it. It's the fucking mask. I need the mask of
The
Ravenkind.
Mask of
I-
Ravenkind.
It's very important. Very, very
Yeah,
important.
Of course.
Mask.png. How much is that? 250 green ember. I'm just gonna divide that into
Putting this in here in case you didn't get to save it.
250 divided by 8. 31. Okay, so I'm minus 31 GP.
Okay.
117 minus 30. Did I say 31 GP? Yeah, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Okay, 86. 86. Okay.
Floss
Cool,
getting the
we're
ability
chilling.
to speak with animals at will. That's fucking nuts. By the way.
That's not what I really cared about.
I
for
know,
the mask,
but it's awesome.
Sure, man.
Could come in clutch.
Wait, wait. Is it just? Oh, it is just. Oh, it's just at any time.
Yeah,
It's not per
it's
day.
not a spell.
Oh, okay.
Like you can
that is
just
that is
talk
kind of
to
goated.
animals.
That's kind of goaded, actually.
It makes sense with you being a novice and all.
I suppose. Also, oh yeah, I need to talk. Okay, Austin, we're gonna talk a lot after the session, by the way.
There's going to be a lot of discussion with a lot of people after a session today.
Really
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. No, but like if you have time tonight, like after session, I want to work on my character sheet.
Yeah,
With-
I know that I'm going to work on some abilities with Mr. Fart Kageyama.
Yeah.
So I'll be
Or-
on.
yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Cool. Okay. I'm waiting outside.
Okay. As darkness encroaches, Sophie comes back with 2 large buckets of white paint, and she gets to work helping you paint the car. You actually see she changes the plates out as well.
What colors of paint do we have? Just white.
Just white.
Okay. On the side of the van, Flos is. I'm thinking. Okay, so what color is the van? Or it's not a van.
Not a van,
God
it's a
fucking damn
car.
it! It's a car. It's not a van. It's a car. Vans don't exist. They're not real. It's a Ford Model T. Or a Board. I don't know. What the
20s
brand
vehicle.
is. 20s vehicle. Hold on. I have. Hold on. 1920s van. Does
There
this
are
exist?
vans because we saw Liam and Malvolia and Viek and Apollo loaded into one at the end of Water.
Wait,
Water.
okay. I found an image and it's kind of hard. I want you to tell me if this can
Okay.
what it be.
It's gonna be a fucking like. Yeah, no, that's appropriate. I would. Yeah,
Okay, cool. This is the car.
that
now.
is the car. There's room in the back. It's got a
yeah.
carriage in the
There's
back.
2 seats in front, and
Yep.
then in the back it's just it's just like a room,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a very small room-sized van area. Yeah, it's yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think. I'm so it's black and I have white paint, so I can
Mhm.
like make a symbol on the side by not painting in a bit. I'm just trying to
Sure.
think what would fit for like my group. You know what I mean? Okay, so let me draw this out actually really quick.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Cass, this is my new item camp character. His name is Kari.
Did you send something?
No, I'm
Or
just
are
saying
you
that image.
Spiting me. You're just spiting me? Okay.
That's my object camp OC.
Yeah, okay, because you said item camp at first.
His name is actually Trolley.
Oh, wait, that's actually kind of hard. I might. they should
Shut
actually
the
do that
fuck
to
up,
give it to
dog.
Myro.
No
Okay.
way. Who was the Weedy? Is that what I needed? Blunty? The one I actually made?
Oh, I
Who was,
forget. I
who was a
forget.
Blunt?
Okay, wait. So yeah, this is the van side. You know, we get the wheels. Sorry, I'm just sketching something out so I don't have to verbally
fine.
explain it out loud. Fill this. I should fill that too, if I'm being honest. The session is not fun for the viewers.
I hope Lucas
I'm
and
having a
Tristan are
great
having a good
I
time.
don't know what you're talking about.
This is a solo session. We don't have to be like we had our cool stuff earlier. It's just
Yeah, now I get to draw.
yeah. This is what those Cassia sessions felt like when he was alone. Solo sessions are wild. Where like intense crazy shit happens off camera for the rest of the party, and then you come back and you're like, hey, so I found out this crazy shit, and then you lord dump.
Right.
And if anybody ever left the party to do their own thing for their own solo sessions, they'll get the same treatment, hopefully. Because it's fucking
Right.
awesome and it rules. You get your mini arc, essentially. It's fucking great.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, indubitably.
More than D&D once a week. Just injecting that shit into my veins.
Yeah, real. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. Nope. It's not the right size.
If you look really
Sorry, that's
close,
the only
the blood cells in my body are actually red dice.
Yeah?
Yeah. Bunch of like D8s and shit.
It's beautiful, actually.
My white blood cells are D20s.
Right. They're the ones that fight off the bacterial infection known as corporate America.
Yeah, and they rolled a 1, unfortunately.
Real.
I gave in. I bought Tesla.
Funko Pops.
No, not my Chunko Pops!
14 Funko Pops! I'll do like that. I think that's cool. And then that. Okay, this is a very rough sketch, but you get the idea. You get the
Okay.
point. The point comes
I'm
across. It
getting
looks
it.
a little shit.
It's okay.
Let me.
You remember the map
me
of the
finish
fucking
it.
Acheron I drew?
No.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you don't remember.
Okay. It's a very the reason that I drew it is just so you can see how it is simplified.
Yeah, you're good.
Here. On the side.
Sends
there
a
we go.
JPEG of awesome beetle baby. Oh fuck yeah! Okay, I see the vision.
I want to roll for it to see how well Flos.
Yeah,
makes
roll
this.
performance.
Flat D20. Oh, performance. Okay. Let me close. Don't save, please. For the love of God.
I see your vision and this shit rules.
Oh, performance is a flat 20. Awesome. 11, the most average roll in D&D.
It's very simplified. You get the point across. Yeah, I don't really know what to tell you. Like it's what it should be.
Yeah. The rest of the van has been painted white. Obviously
Yeah.
not like, yeah. It's a white van and it's got the
Um,
symbol, it's the lines, and then the full black
Hell yeah.
thing. But it's not like, yeah.
Sophie says, maybe we shouldn't give you driving lessons at night.
I mean, that's the best time to, it's the hardest time to learn, If I know now, then I'll know in the daytime, I'll know in the
She
rain.
rolls her eyes.
Okay. She gets in the driver's seat. Plus, don't we have a rule for teaching? Like, there's like a certain amount of time and there's roles involved, and 'cause I wanted to use the mechanic. If we
Yeah,
had,
but it's
okay,
meant for class shit. Like,
really,
yeah,
it's meant
the
for class
idea
shit?
is like if Tar wanted to teach you how to be a vandal and took you to his dojo, and you guys took like an hour of role play to learn dojo tavern shit, you could get a dip like
I would get one
into
skill.
vandal.
That's actually cool.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a level. It'd just be a skill.
Oh,
Well, I guess
Lucas
that is-
deleted the fuck out of that. It doesn't exist anymore. Like
Wait,
the rule
the-
set is gone for it. No, we don't
Wait,
have to bring
Lucas
it
can
back. We can just say that's a thing you can do. Like, for me, for my home rules, not for Reliance overall game rules, just something to do in my system. Like, when I run a game. Because it's
Okay.
never fucking utilized. It was used once in Bifrost.
What was I saying? Okay, so it doesn't matter if that's what we're using here, but regardless, I need to be taught how to drive. So I don't know what you want to do with that.
I don't know what to tell you. Sophie says, look, if you want to come back, tomorrow in the daylight, I can teach you then. But this is not
Is
the
that going to
best
be the
time.
beginning of next session or what? Because
You can do it next session.
okay,
DM to player, there's room for it next session if you want to pursue it.
okay. Well, there was. I wanted to head back to the casino to grab something that I forgot.
Okay,
Was
you
the
can,
reason that
you
I
can do
wanted-
that.
Okay, well, I guess I'll leave the car in Atreus's like alley.
Yeah.
I guess. I'll keep the keys on me though. That doesn't consume an item slot, does it?
No, fuck no.
Okay.
Like, I
okay.
think that most players just have like a ring of keys, and when you get keys, you can put it on it.
Awesome.
Like in Baldur's Gate, there's like just one item that's like keys.
Right. I'm gonna go walk to the casino, I guess. 'Cause
Yeah,
I've got, like,
you
better to
head
do.
back to the casino. I
Okay.
don't really even know.
I don't
what
need to
you could
open
have
the
left
thing.
there.
I don't need to open the thing.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No. Can I say I took the rest of the white paint with me that we didn't use?
Yeah.
Cool. This is gonna be fucking awesome, dude.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to go into the casino.
Yeah.
The dead bodies are still here, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to find the least... How do I put it? Gourd one. And I'm going to take off the N.B.O armor.
Oh yeah, you take the N.B.O armor off. You see an elven woman underneath.
Don't care. I would like to, as well as Floss can, I'd like to paint this N.B.O armor white. And then,
Hell yeah.
I'd like to put it on, except for the helmet. I'm not wearing the helmet because I'm wearing the elven mask
Oh my
thing.
God.
Or the mask. The mask of Ravenkind.
Yeah.
Elven.
You put this armor on, you're gonna get +3 to CB. You'll be immune to magical effects while worn.
Cool. So I have 13 now. Oh, my shield's gone. Yeah, me. +2. Okay. I'll do all this stuff after session when I add that. But and then is the amulet like can I use the amulet or the? It's not. That's not what it's called. It's not called an amulet. It is the. Oh, it is an amulet. Okay, the armor up amulet. Just making sure it works. It like immediately just
Oh my
dons and doffs
god. This is like a
the
conundrum.
Anarok armor.
Does it work on Anarok armor? I think it would be really cool if it did. Because then you have the
So
ability
rule
to
of
like
cool.
yes. Rule of cool. I think maybe the armor up amulet isn't inherently magical or even
Wait.
maybe-
Would you say bags of holding are magical?
Yeah. Here's
So
what
you're
happens.
saying that you couldn't put Anarok
Hold on.
armor in a? Because that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. Is it could be bag of holding esque,
Here's what I'm thinking.
but apparently that's magical.
The
so-
armor itself, like the amulet maybe has to grab on to it, and there's like shit that comes out and lifts the armor. I don't know. Well, fuck it. We
Iron
don't
Man.
have to give a reason.
Iron Man.
Iron
Iron
Man.
Man.
It goes in there. It's cool. Fuck this nitty gritty bullshit.
Okay, so for the purposes of flavor and also just to give it a slight nerf, it doesn't take like an action or anything, but like it like has it doesn't come on instantly. It Iron Man's on and off.
Yeah, it Iron Man. Like
Into
you have
the-
to step off of it, maybe. Like it's a suit of power armor that you have to like.
Well, I mean, no. I mean,
No?
here, hold on. Let me show you. Hold on. I
Tell
have
me
a
what you mean
GIF.
by
Hold
Iron
on.
Man. Because I'm thinking of Iron Man 2, the scene at the racetrack. You know what I'm talking about?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. He doesn't throw the. Yeah, I'm just talking about like I tap the bracelet, and it. Hold on. I just tap the bracelet and it just does this shit.
Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. I'm all about it.
The armor.
Yeah. Yeah. It does that because that's fucking cool. Like it chunks out into like little plates and shit. So you're also able to like heal yourself, or if you need to be affected by magic, you can always just take it off. That's baller.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Let me actually read. Okay. Yeah. And
Also, it's gonna be
then I'm
fucking
just gonna walk
insane
back.
if Floss rocks up to the rest of the party wearing like all this new kit and a mask on, and they're like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Hi guys. Okay. So the you wanted me to end session by like heading in the direction of where like back into the sewer or like what?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to actually roll the D4 to see how many bracelets I can make with the spool, because I have downtime right now, and that's the ow! I just hurt my leg. D4s, where are you? There you are. Okay. Come on. 3. So that's 3 plus 4, 7. Let me count. Hold on. Of your own design. I'm going to make 6 friendship bracelets. Wait, no, hold on, wait, let me
Golden
count.
wire.
Hold on. Me, Tar, the other one,
The other one?
Severance.
You mean Claire?
Yes. So there's just the party. Then there's Atreus, Sophie, and what's his fucking name? Rudy. So that is 7. Okay, so that is all 7 bracelets. I'd like to make 7 bracelets in my downtime. I head back to Atreus's place
Yeah.
before I do this. Obviously, I'm
Absolutely.
not standing in the middle of a casino making friendship bracelets.
No, I'd imagine it's okay.
It says that I can like customize them. I'm not gonna put any flavor. It's just like generally like, oh, Tars is like orange and blue, and Atreus's is evil. I don't know.
Like they're customized
I don't know.
for each individual.
Yeah.
We can go into
Um,
detail, out of game about that if you'd like.
Right. I'm gonna keep mine on me. Like put mine on myself.
Do you
I'm
use
going to
any
give.
of like the little like letters, like say BFFs or whatever? Do you have like a words on each of theirs?
Hold on, wait. I'm trying to think. That's actually really cool because I
We'll
didn't come
do
up with a
it-
name for like.
We'll do it after session.
Oh, okay.
And then
There
you
are
can
there
present it
are
to them Saturday.
okay. Well, yeah. Well, okay, yeah. There's a. It's the same word or words on
Okay.
each one. I'll come up with it
yeah.
in like later, but
Yeah,
there
this
it's
is a
all the
gift
same.
you're gonna
'cause
give
it's
the
like
other
a group.
players Saturday. That's so sweet.
What I'm also giving Atreus and Sophie's there now.
Okay.
I'm assuming they're both like in the bar.
Okay,
room
so yeah,
area.
Sophie and Atreus are downstairs, like tidying up the bar. I think maybe there's some patrons in here actually, who are just like regulars. There's
Oh,
like
I forgot that this place is a functioning
Yes.
business.
There is a giant bugbear man with like red fur, who's got like a scar across his eye. There is a Jotun lady who's sitting next to him, who's also large.
I thought those were retconned.
No, Jotun exists.
Jotunheim exists.
Yes, no, Jotunheim wasn't retconned. Like that game is still gonna happen someday.
Oh, I thought it was Tori's game.
No, it's mine.
Oh.
Everything still exists. Nothing was like deleted. There's like a Meraki, which is a rat folk, sitting at like a table by himself. Atreus is at the bar, and you approach him.
Yeah, and I'd like to hand him his little friendship bracelet that I made him.
Oh, you made this for me. That's real nice.
I guess since I'd assume his is like yellow and black, probably.
Yeah, I'd say.
Very sweet of you to give me this, my brand new business partner. I appreciate gifts.
Well, yeah, but put it on.
He puts it on.
He knows the general location / direction of me now.
Oh, ain't that fucking nifty. You know, I can kinda already tell where you're at.
And he gives you a wink, and his eye flashes green.
But
It's
the
more for
gesture
me.
is all appreciated.
I'm gonna go give Sophie's hers.
Sophie's like in the corner playing pool with a dwarven man who's like very frustrated.
I'm gonna give Sophie the bracelet.
Oh, you made this for me. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. I don't have anything for you. Do you smoke at all?
I mean, she shrugs.
She hands you a cigarette.
Floss will smoke.
Can you roll a lean saving throw?
Notoriously not good for Floss, but we will see. I have a
Rave
+1 in it,
behavior.
which is
You
better.
give somebody a friendship bracelet, and then they give you a cigarette in turn.
Yeah,
Is that what
real.
happens at raves?
Yeah, except it's laced with fentanyl.
It is laced with fentanyl, and then you die a horrific death.
That's oh my god, that is a nat 20 on the cigarette roll.
You can get behind this. Like, it's been a
That might have
rough.
actually been worse.
It's been a rough couple of days, and like this just kind of takes the edge off, Floss.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to buy the astral cigarettes and just start smoking. But at the end of this campaign, I'm
Hey,
2 packs a day.
Cass, at least it isn't
Yeah.
Gren.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, I remember when that was gonna happen.
That's why I say
That was a thing that was totally gonna happen. Was Floss is just gonna get like fucked up on Grin.
Way
The
back
old
when you
Floss.
first made Floss, that was your character arc for her, was that she was gonna do hard drugs. And I remember introducing a wagon full of Gren to the party, and you were like, never mind.
I forgot why I never mind. I think it was for a good reason. I don't know why I never minded it. I think there was a good
dwarf
reason.
throws his pole cue on the ground. I give up. And he walks away.
Okay, cool. Let me check the bracelet really. See what it can do. 1 hour of downtime to meditate and see the other wearer of their choice. Wearers, but not communicate or be seen by them. This vision lasts for 2d10 minutes when you do this. Each bracelet that you create is also enchanted with a +1 to any roll. That's cool. I like that. Also, okay, wait. I just read the tag for that, the tagline for that, like the item description,
Oh,
like the red text.
Yeah, the flavor text.
Yeah, the flavor
Thought you would
text.
appreciate
You're a
that.
bastard. You're a bastard.
What do you mean I'm a bastard?
You. Okay. Anyways,
It's almost like I knew Floss was gonna take that item.
Anyways, I'm going to head towards Rudy's place now.
Okay.
Hopefully my car doesn't get broken into. While I'm going. Actually, yeah, no. Before I leave, I'm just gonna say to just, hey, make sure nobody like breaks into my car.
Okay.
It's in the alley. Yeah. That's all. I'm gonna leave now.
You head back out, past the Valhaven Occult Society chantry with its lights on, past the numerous businesses, out the city wall, back into the sewers. You walk through the muck and darkness. Green light watches from afar, and we fade to black. And that's session, I hope.